Bear with us a sec. Okay, so at the moment we're getting some nice visuals here from the HADO setup that we've got around here at the North Bund. As you can see there, that's the financial district opposite us. I'm trying to think more about the game. I don't want to overcomplicate things too early before we actually start seeing some gameplay, so I'll probably talk about the special abilities when we get into it.
Yeah, because then you can really show it as in
That's
you
when it
see
happens.
it. Yeah, when you see it, you can explain what's actually happening.
That
Makes
pizza,
sense.
by the way, really good pizza.
Okay.
I had some earlier.
I haven't had any.
I know it's terrible to fly all the way to Shanghai to then eat pizza, but they did good pizza.
This is true. I've been eating octopus on a stick, and
Yeah,
you're coming over here with pizza.
I get a pepperoni pizza.
Wow.
But yeah, so the teams today are made up of basically a bunch of the international players from yesterday.
Yeah.
So you might end up, for example, seeing 2 Scottish teams playing against each other or 2 Korean teams playing against each other.
Very good.
But they did a draw to basically put them into all of their subgroups. We're not going to see all the games today because there's so many games going on at the same time. I think they're going to have all 4 courts going at any particular time. Obviously, I suspect we'll be focused mainly on the ones that are happening on the main stage. So I'll be interested to see what tactics people come up with. As I say, the main thing here is people haven't had this long. So they're having to improvise as they go.
Okay, interesting. So what you're trying to say is, okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are there teams that have more experience in this than others?
There are some, yes.
Right, why?
So I believe that, I'm not 100% on this, so someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Japan, China, and potentially Korea have had a slightly early access to the thing. We're not talking a long time, but you know, a couple of weeks even is enough for them to get some grips on the game.
Right.
So I know some of the other international teams from further afield who haven't had that update yet in their country have been talking to those teams to try and find out what the meta is.
Oh.
So there is some talk about what a suggested meta is. I'll be interested to see if anyone does. If any of the French players are playing today, hopefully
do something different.
They'll do something different than what everyone else is trying to do if there is a meta. But we'll see what happens.
They're all athletes. They'll work their thing. They'll work it all out.
Again, the controls are similar enough that effectively all the same skills that you use in sort of the tournament yesterday are going to be applicable. So if you've got somebody who's got dodging, like we'll take Alfie, who won an award yesterday for for his performance. Yeah. He's still going to be very good at this version of the game.
Yeah, because you know how to shoot, you know how to fire, you know how to put. Oh, here's one. Are there shields?
Yes. One of there is not shields generally.
Yeah.
But there is some shields. Here we go. We've just got some highlights on the screen from yesterday's tournament, which is absolutely amazing. Like these athletes are genuinely at the top of the HADO sport. They're absolutely amazing. That was Team Japan, Mister there. The emotions yesterday were unbelievable. Like Japan had a game that they lost to Team USA that I think shook them, but they sort of held firm and came back from it. There's some genuinely amazing play yesterday.
Yeah, there was. And as you saw there by the coach on the sidelines, the emotions of screaming and shouting.
This looks like it's from the final, if I'm not mistaken, because this is Korea versus Japan, or Mister, which are the guys that won it. If you've not watched that, I've just ruined the stream, sorry. But if you've not watched it, go check it out.
If you're tuning in now, spoiler. But
spoiler.
Anyway, but to be honest, you should have tuned in yesterday.
Exactly.
So it's your fault.
Exactly. If you didn't tune in yesterday, please do go watch it out, because I enjoyed it so much. I spent last night trying to get to sleep whilst watching the highlights from yesterday.
Yeah, it was really good.
So it was
so
it was
much
a good
pressure.
tournament. It's the best tournament I've seen fundamentally in HADO. It was such a high level of skill.
Oh, we really enjoyed it. Look at it, and look
Matrix
at that there. The spinning, everything is just wonderful.
We got a roll out of Shamai as well. We got.
Yeah, he rolled.
He did.
He did a roll. That's what we want. We want rolling.
Again, this was a good moment because we were thinking that the Japanese player there was asking to be traded out after a particularly hard game, but I think they got him to stay in and they pulled it back.
They went, no, believe in yourself, you can do this, stay up there.
Exactly.
This is all down to you. Come on.
Exactly.
That's the thing, you know, something in high pressures like this, and when something goes wrong in high pressures, you blame yourself. I said this to you yesterday.
100%, yeah.
You blame yourself and you think, right, I need to switch myself out, or someone needs to come on and take my place because I'm not doing that well. Yeah. It's not how it is. It's pressure. You've got to just reshake your head and go, no, I'm meant to be here. I'm good enough. Let's do it. It's such a weird place to be in.
I mean, as the England team shown in the Turkey match, right, it's sometimes a simple switch of one person moving slightly to a different position on the court, i.e., you know, you're on the left normally, you switch to the middle, and somebody else takes your place, is all it needs to completely bamboozle the opposition.
Yeah, it is.
That'll be an interesting thing today, actually, because obviously we've gone from a 3v3 tournament yesterday to a 2v2 today. I'll be interested to see what the players do with
dynamics
and around the court, because when you've got 3 people, it makes it a lot harder to move freely around the court, whereas for 2 people, you've only got one other person.
Quicker.
Yeah. They've got more room to use.
I'm excited.
But again, here you can see the main stage here at the Northland. That main stage is actually on a boat.
Yeah, first game kicks off in a minute, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
within the minute.
I was about to say, I believe it's going to be relatively soon.
It should be relatively soon now for the first game to kick off. So
I can see some players over getting ready near the stage.
Over yonder way.
What I would say is to say, please bear with us, because obviously yesterday we were semi-aware of all the international teams, whereas today there's so many teams that have all very individualised names.
Yep.
We might end up having to refer to people as that Scottish team #1 or something.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
so,
yeah.
But we'll see it. We'll say it as we see it.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
We go. Don't worry. That's what we're good at. We're good at talking about what we see.
Exactly. I mean, the Wizards downstairs have already showed that they've got a bunch of graphics ready with various team names on. So good job to them.
Which we're happy about.
Yeah. But again, that's a beautiful aerial shot of the area that we're in. It's genuinely the most picturesque.
It's so warm. It is hot today, everyone. Just so you're aware, it is much warmer than yesterday. The humidity levels are high, and so is the temperature.
100%. We're fortunate enough that we're sat next to an air conditioner.
Yes.
The players are not that lucky.
No, they're getting lots of calories burnt, so they do need lots of water and food.
I actually think that's something to note, which is the guys who are on the main stage are probably at a slight disadvantage to the other courts, because I feel like the other courts have better shade.
Yes, they do.
I think the main court is a bit more exposed to the sun.
Yes.
But they might get a nicer breeze up there, so...
potentially, actually. Yeah. They could get a better breeze when they're sat up higher.
100%. So, any particular players or teams that you're keen to see what they do today?
Obviously, I want to see Japan. Obviously, I want to see what Korea does. But I'm very interested to see whether this changes up the dynamic so much that they would be knocked off the top.
I mean, China have also been practicing at this version, so I'm hoping that they can pull something out of the bag.
This is what I'm interested in. I'm interested to see, does this change the dynamic? Is this going to ruffle some feathers? Because at the end of the day, if I was Japan right now, I'd be like going, I want to win all of it. I don't want to just win that one. We need to show the best at all of this.
Oh, 100%. You know? What I would say, though, is like we know back from our day, because it was more common back when we started to have like 2v2 tournaments.
Training as well,
or league matches where you do, in a league match, in normal HADO, you do 7 different games back to back. So you can do 1v1s, 2v2s and stuff like that. Yeah. So there are teams out there that train that sort of stuff, but it'd be interesting if there's teams that haven't, and how well they can cope with the 2v2, because it does throw a different dynamic into the game.
Oh, it's fitness, because you've got so much more to run.
Yeah, and if one person gets knocked out, you're so much more of a target all of a sudden, because there's just you left. Again, the guys that made these videos ahead of this tournament have done absolutely amazing, because they've really showcased how cool Shanghai is fundamentally.
I'm going to let you guys sit and watch this a little bit, actually.
I was about to say, most of the places in this video we have been fortunate enough to go to.
2025 HADO 世冠杯首次登陆中国，全球20支超能战队集结上海，基世代 A2 竞技王者决战东方之巅。
HADO final.
Some of the teams here from yesterday. So the teams from today were made up of a bunch of these players, but split out into 2v2 teams.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to see, interestingly, who they're going to pick from the teams.
Yeah, so I've already seen the English, one of the English teams. They've got HADO and Shmai. Pyro and Shmai, I should say.
About to say.
But again, it's interesting to see who's got good dynamics on their team. I didn't get a chance to fight the dragon this morning. I might have to do it later if we get on.
Fight the dragon?
Yeah.
I fought the dragon 9
上海北外滩，沉浸未来运动。
Always fight the dragon. When in doubt, fight a dragon.
I also want to go to the top of that tower where they're playing HADO on that.
where they had it on that shot. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, this is the...
Some of this was from previous World Cups. Yeah. I think one of them was far enough back for about 2022 or 2020. Ooh. Oh no, it wouldn't be 2020, but
2019, yeah. The one we couldn't go to.
Very true. There we go, that's actually some HADO World graphics that just came up just then.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Look at that. So intense.
I'll be honest, playing HADO on top of a building would be kind of cool.
Oh, hell yeah. I really want to go do that. On top of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how better to... I mean, so the whole point of HADO all along has been a bit to like make you feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
What I would say about HADO World is they're going even further.
Yes.
It is the most anime superhero-esque, sport that I think you're going to get.
Very MMO-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one thing I think is quite impressive as well is, some of these spots we've been in there, like, you Garden, you Market.
2025 HADO World Cup made its debut in
How have they
China.
cleared that out?
20 elite teams from
Oh, no, there's so many people.
I'm looking at that going, is this 6
Face-off
or
at the
4
peak of the
a.m.?
East.
What is this?
I mean, the sun does come up really early here, so I'm not joking. It could well be that they went and let's video
what
it
was you
before.
saying? It comes up at like 2, doesn't it?
It's not that bad. It was about I think it was 4 o'clock at one point when I was here.
Okay.
But again, when I looked out, it was like right this day you can possibly imagine. There was no one on the street.
That's the best time to do it then, isn't it?
100%. But again, that cityscape in the background is directly opposite us. It's a lovely venue.
Yeah, there's only 4 o'clock in my day, Tom.
Yeah.
It's PM.
Yeah.
Gone are the days. Do you know what? Even 1.
Yeah.
Even 1.
May 23rd
I'm not
to
a-
25th,
I was about to say,
Shanghai
there was a
Airport
massive
International
after party after
Passenger
the World Cup
Terminal.
yesterday.
Immerse yourself
And,
in future sports.
well, we turned up, grabbed some food, and then disappeared to get our beauty sleep for this morning.
Yeah.
Whereas we'll be interested to see how the teams coped with the various bits of drinking and
That's true.
entertainment that went on.
That is true.
See if anyone looked particularly
Ropey.
tired this morning.
That's a good idea.
They've tidied it up nice. Fun was had.
They have.
The music was ace. That you could hear it from quite afar. There was definitely a club atmosphere going on.
Yeah, it was very much like, the old beach parties of like Malaga or,
Yeah.
Rhodes, things like that in Greece.
100%. Here we've got some more highlights from yesterday. That's Team Wales at the top there on the blue team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to work out who they're up against. I feel like that's one of the... Is that one of the Chinese team, maybe the Hong Kong team?
You got to get up to get down. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm going to have to squint a lot today. It's very bright.
I'm actually doing okay. I thought yesterday was worse because it was more overcast. So it was brighter white, but today it's like sun-coloured, so I think I'm okay.
It's also an indication of how well the HADO technology does nowadays. It's like the bright glare and things like that doesn't affect it, the tracking or anything. It just works no matter what.
Very good.
It's such a good bit of kit.
If it gets too bright, I will pull out my sunglasses and look like a secret agent.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is how I think it's going to go.
I'm loving this music, by the way. Whoever composed all the music for this, for the World Cup and HADO in general is doing a good job.
Yeah, it does work very well. Also, just want to apologise if you heard that wind then. We just got a pretty big gust of wind through our channel, just so I just want to apologise if anyone heard that. But it caused a bit of discomfort.
I'm happy because it just cooled us down.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the viewers, Tom. You're just thinking about yourself.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Again, the showmanship yesterday on the sportsmanship was absolutely unreal. Like,
did you just choose to ignore my comment there?
I did. It's like, the amount of handshakes were going on when they don't necessarily need to handshake. They were like, they'd have an amazing game, they'd shake hands and then get back on with the next game.
Yeah, it was wonderful to see. There was a lot of, everyone more being excited about how good everyone's getting and being like, wow, that was a really good competition.
100%. I'll be honest, whoever put this highlight reel together, absolutely spot on, because this is getting some really good moments from the
Did we get the
yesterday.
splits? That's the thing.
There were some splits from one of the Japanese guys at one point.
And the slide, love it.
One of the Chinese teams, Red Dragon, there on the left.
Very good. I love a good slide. As we all know, you got to keep sliding. What?
100%. Sliding, getting prone, doing a sideways roll, all that good stuff. And head motion, as you say, is the main thing.
Yeah, it's all about head movement. In my eyes, especially for a shield player, when you put that shield up, you've got to do so much head movement before you put that shield up.
Yeah, just to basically keep your arm down, and so you don't have to move your body as much.
It's not just that you're targeted.
Yeah, but it also means you can move up whilst keeping your arm straight and moving your head to dodge whilst keeping your body relatively still.
It's the head flick. Screw it around. You got to move it because as soon as you run to put that shield up in the middle, you're getting shot, and that's why you see quite a lot of the time top players are sliding into the corner and putting it up because it makes you so much harder to hit when you're going towards it.
100%. It is one of those things like back when the technology has always improved, but when we very first started and they didn't have the gyroscopic tracking they do now, you couldn't do head flicks as well.
No.
Whereas now it's such an essential part. You'll see, as I say, some of the players yesterday, I'm pretty certain, had like extra bands on their head to keep their headset in such a good position so they could do it better, and the system would track it like perfectly.
That's definitely what I would do. I think I would put loads of headbands on my head so I could do that.
100%. It's the same with the wrist pieces. Like the wrist pieces and all that sort of stuff do stay on your wrist well. But at this level, the speed that they're moving, they need it to accurately pick up all their motion. So anything they can do to secure it to their wrist to basically avoid any kind of mishap is what they'll do.
I like to live life in the motion, Tom.
That's fair.
Just thought I'd let you know that.
I mean, I don't blame you. These are still brilliant highlights from yesterday. I mean, this is the fact that this highlight reel is still going on. Like, just goes to show how much there was going on yesterday.
Yeah.
And again, this was just on the main stage. There was other games that we didn't even get to see.
What is it? They've got like 7 courts.
I'm not sure.
2, 3, 4,
There's definitely 4. Because I see 4 from there. But then they've got other bits on top of that that are like doing other games,
which is insane. 100%. So many different courts going on.
Okay, it looks like we're getting set for a game actually.
Hey.
So we've got some of the guys from the Welsh team.
Yeah, we've got
against,
Wales against.
Is it some of the New Zealand Blacks?
It looks a bit like.
Oh no, it's one of the Chinese teams. It might be from.
Oh, it's China, Team China.
Oh, it might be an extra team, so it might be just literally.
Different shirts, Team China. Oh,
I think it's younger group.
I think they've pulled out a team that are actually specific for this.
Yeah, and I think they're a part of a younger team.
Ah, I'd love to see.
So we got a couple of the guys from Team Wales.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do against the younger team that they're opposing.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm going to go for Wales because it's Northern Hemisphere.
I mean, I'm going to back the Chinese little kids because you just don't judge people in this sport by age, is what I'm going to say.
Well, we know this more than anyone. We know this more than anyone.
The little kids will come along and absolutely ruin your day.
Yeah, they will. They'll do it mainly.
It looks like they might have started. Oh, they're warming up, one of them.
I think they're warming up. They haven't started yet.
Yeah.
No, they haven't started yet.
So you can see that they've got little different restances. Here we go. So it looks like they're
about to start now. About to start now.
So
I'm interested in this.
Here we go. Stats, I'll explain in a bit, but the important thing is your shield stat now is actually a special skill stat. So if you've got a high level in it, which I believe the player in the front left corner does in Wales, he's going to be charging that big energy attack that he's got quicker. So you've got a shielder on one side on the right, and then they've got the big energy orb guy. So the big energy orb is basically does extra damage, and it charges and fires as fast as you would fire.
Oh, look at that! It looks like a spirit bomb.
It is, yeah. Let's call it the spirit bomb.
Yeah, the spirit bomb from Dragon Ball Z. It's a spirit bomb. It looks huge.
So again, they charge that by putting their arm down.
Wow, these kids! Look how good these kids are doing.
So that's 1 point to the blue team. So they managed to knock out one of the Welsh players' life, which is represented by their little shield, which gets smaller the more damage they are.
Wow.
And fundamentally, it's harder to get a knockout in this version of the sport, but which means as soon as you get a 2-point lead, that's actually quite a dominant lead.
Yeah, because you've got so many points to knock down.
But Wales coming back. Are they going to be able to get another shot?
Oh, wow, 3-1.
Lovely shield there, position from the Chinese player.
This is very different. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Wow. All right, so with the shields, can you change the shield strength?
So I believe it's still, I'm not 100% on how the shield strength is set up.
Wow.
What I would say is that...
You were supposed to be my guru.
Well, let me explain. So the fourth stat, which is normally your shields in the normal sort of element of the game, is now your special skill. So if you've chosen the special skill to have a shield, you can charge that quicker, if that makes sense, if you've got more points in the blue stat. So what you saw there was a couple of the people choosing we'll call it the spirit bomb. It's not that, but I'll look up the right name for it a bit. But the bigger energy wave, right?
I like the spirit bomb.
They chose to have a higher stat in their charging,
okay,
because they were focused very much on trying to do the damage with those big spirit bomb attacks, rather than their normal shooting. But the speed of that orb is determined by your speed stat. So I believe what they did was they took 3 speed, 1, and then 5 in the special stats. So they could charge lots of those big attacks, and then they fired relatively quickly.
Right, okay.
Whereas the shielder, obviously, was charging shields to try and protect their friend.
Right, okay. Makes sense.
Let's look up the right name of that energy attack so we don't keep getting it wrong.
Nah, I prefer Spirit Bomb. I think we're going to call it that.
I am going to absolutely butcher this name, but this is Ruji Zhu, is the character class that they've chosen. There's a whole background to them.
It's Ruxi Shu.
Yeah, they call it an enhanced. They call it enhanced HADO wave.
Oh, an enhanced HADO wave.
Yep. Which HADO is energy wave, right?
Yeah.
Or energy blast or something such. Orb, is it? I can't remember. Our training is out the window. Anyway, and then the other character that they would have, the shielder chose, would have been Ryan, and they've got deploy shield to protect allies and block enemy attacks. It's very similar to the one that you would get in normal sport. The other stats, by the way, on the wrist are still the same. So you've still got speed.
Yeah.
You've still got energy orb scale.
Yeah.
You've still got charge rate. But obviously, the charge rate only affects your normal shooting. It doesn't affect your special attacks.
Okay.
So that's why I think you'll see more people taking things in the special attack things. So talking about the different skills, that energy orb one is, I think, a favourite.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see that a lot.
Okay. Is it because it does the most amount of damage?
It does seem to do a high lot of damage, yeah.
So it also breaks through shield.
So, yeah. Oh, we're back. Hi.
Okay. Hey.
So I'm expecting lots of that energy wave. There are a couple of other attack powers we'll see that I'll mention now that I think will come out as well. So there's one that's like an arrow, and they fire an arrow. My understanding is it can pierce through things. Now, I'm not 100% whether that means if they line up, you can shoot both. I think it does mean that.
That would be cool.
But I'm not sure. I think it might also do a bit of extra damage. So we'll have to find out if that's true.
If they fire through, so for example, imagine if they put the shield up and it went through the shield. That would be
could be. It could be a thing.
That's interesting.
That could be a thing. So if we'll see if that happens. Again, we've not seen this enough to know definitely if that happens.
No, it's brand new.
Yeah,
well, this is how new it is, that the people who do the research a lot, like us, are still
trying to work it out.
Yeah, still trying to work it out. It is brand new. It's a new thing to hear. It's not something that is very well known within the outside of the HADO community yet. So
exactly,
we'll see.
All right, here we go. So Lillian is the one I was talking about that fires a powerful arrow that can pierce through everything it touches. So it can presumably go through shields then.
Well, that would be good.
And then Otto is the other one I'm expecting to see a lot of. And what that does is it summons like a little friend that also fires energy orbs. So they literally summon like a little robot.
Ah, like a familiar.
Yeah, like a familiar.
Ah, very good. For all you anime nerds out there.
Oh, 100%. So a familiar appears and shoots, which I don't necessarily think is going to be the most accurate, but to put a bit of pressure on when you're in CV2 actually could be quite useful.
Oh, I think so.
So I'm expecting those. Obviously, we've seen a shield already come out. So I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, the energy, so life stats. There is ways to heal. Like there's actually healer classes and stuff. So if we see any of that, we'll let you know. But the shield in front of them will get smaller as they get hit. At which point, once they've got it knocked out, that's 1 point for the opposite team.
Okay.
There is actually a way to win before the 8 seconds, I think, but I'm not 100% like if they get to maximum points. But I might be wrong on that.
Hopefully we see it.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, it's the same as what we'd normally expect, just with special powers and health points.
Same level of athleticism, don't worry. We're still getting a lot of impacts here. I think that game was a bit of a starter. I think they're trialing it out. There wasn't much running, sliding, things like that, but I think there's more to come. I think they're getting their bearings, because I think this is the Wales squad have only been doing it today. They've only been learning it today.
I think there's an element of people trying to get their grips with the special attacks.
Yeah.
But I actually think there's something to be said for not relying on the energy attack, special attacks at all.
Yeah.
And just sticking to your roots of like a 3-3-3-1 build, and just going for like shooting them.
Do you mean the prehistoric build?
The prehistoric build, yeah, that everyone used to use back in the day.
The build that we used to do.
Yeah.
The Grandmaster. The Grandmaster build.
Here we go. So we've got some other people coming out on the court.
Okay.
We're going to wave at us. It's someone, Alex from Team Scotland said he'd give us a wave earlier.
Giving us a wave. That's fantastic. That's what we like to see.
Good man. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does. I think he's going to do something like what we just described, like an energy orb. Potentially one of them will take the little summon thing.
Very, very big.
And they're
enhanced energy wave, Tom.
Enhanced energy wave, indeed. And so they're going up against some of the guys from, is it Greece or Cyprus?
Let me have a look. I'll be able to tell you once I see them. And it is Greece, yeah.
Greece.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting. We'll see if, again, any new tactics come out.
Interesting.
Again, they've all got different names today because they've broken themselves up into little different groups.
I like it. Do you know what, this is, I love this, because this makes me think that they have actually got squads just for this sport. HADO World.
They have, yeah.
This is amazing.
They've got extra, there will be players today that weren't playing yesterday.
Wow, okay, love that. Okay, ready to go. Let's have another look.
All right, so again, Giorgio looks like a spirit attack. Large energy wave attack going on, maybe.
Oh, there's the arrow.
Okay, so we've got an arrow coming out of Alex, which is the player on the closest side on the right, and then his teammates summoned a little familiar, which is what we're going to call it.
Yeah,
somebody's a healer on the far side. So somebody's just done a heal, which heals their whole team.
Wow.
So the guys on the red team are doing a heal and like a big energy wave attack.
KO there for Scotland.
Nicely done. Again, they're not relying too heavy on the special attacks. They're willing to just try and knock you out as well.
And another arrow. Oh,
so there you go.
Missed.
But again, they dodged it. So it's whether that arrow's worth it or not.
Well, it has to be very accurate if you want to get that arrow. That's what I'm thinking.
So they're focusing firing the player on the front left because the other player's
healing.
Arrow
pierces through. Look how much it takes off.
It did do a lot of damage.
Oh!
Lovely knockout there, though, with the energy attack. Wow. So you can see here the healing is actually playing really well on the Greek side.
Yeah.
Because with the Scottish team splitting their fire between both parties.
Oh, arrow
lovely
through.
Knockout.
KO.
Lovely knockout with that arrow.
That arrow does so much damage.
It does. And I think it's also, with the big spirit attack, you can see it charging. With the arrow, you can just fire it quickly.
Yep.
So I think that's part of the reason it's actually a viable tactic against the spirit attack.
See, if you look at the hand movement, the arrow actually looks like how you do shield.
All the spirit special attacks are done with the same hand motion you do for a shield.
Yeah. Like I say, oh, straight through. Wow.
Lovely work from the Scottish team. And also, thank you for both teams for showing us some excellent different tactics.
Yeah, because we were a bit worried, actually, at the
Everyone's going to choose
the same thing.
But they're definitely choosing. I mean, I'm glad to see that heal being used. Yes. Actually, I think it was quite successful.
It was successful. Wow.
But a 3-1 victory again. I'm expecting that sort of scoreline.
Yeah.
All day, because it's a lot harder to get like a repeating knockout.
Yeah. Sorry if you guys are hearing some wind again. We are getting a bit of a gust from the river. So
just lovely.
Yeah, Tom again, caring about himself and not the viewers.
I mean, to be fair, you were also on the side where it's coming from, so you're acting as a windbreak for me.
This is what I said. Remember what I said? I put on my CV. Yeah. I'm a good windbreak.
100%.
It's one thing I pride myself on, to be honest.
So what we're saying is the arrow seems to be quite a cool way to do some extra damage in a quick attack.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at them, very happy when they came out.
Very happy. Look at him. Oh, look at that.
Greek team looking good as well. But yeah, the healing was interesting. So what I noticed was that the Scottish players at one point were splitting the damage between both of the opposition.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's necessarily a great idea because it allowed the heal to be more effective.
Yeah.
Whereas at one point, one of them was fully healed, so the heal wasn't really that effective on them at that point. But we shall see what happens moving forwards. I do also think that the heal is going to be more effective in a 3v3 than a 2v2 tournament.
Yeah.
Because it heals all of you and your team, so therefore it statistically is going to heal the whole team more if there's 3 of you. So I think that's part of the reason some of the people today might not be taking it as much.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm interested to see how this goes then, because it's already broken the mold of what we thought was going to happen. Was everyone's going to use the same tactic, everyone's going to use the same things, it's going to be boring. But guess what? Straight off the second game, totally different tactics.
100%. So I mean, I'm going to quickly go through all the different special powers, because then if they come up, we know what they are.
Go on then, Tom. Tell me.
Tell me. We've got the large energy wave that we discussed already, so we know what that does.
Yeah.
We've got the heal. Oh, sorry, the shield we discussed was from a character called Ryan.
Yeah.
The heal comes out of a character called Lin.
Yeah.
We've seen Otto with the summon of a flying device.
The familiar.
It's called Little Dewey, or Little Do.
Little Dewey?
I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, so we'll call
D-U-I?
We'll call it the flying device. D-O-U.
D-O-U.
Little
dough.
Dough, maybe?
Yeah, it's like dough.
We've got, there's one that's kind of cool we'll come back to in a second. We've got the powerful arrow called from Lillian that can pierce everything. And then now the powers we haven't discussed yet. We've got launches a magical HADO barrage. I want to see this one. That temporarily weakens the attribute points of enemies it hits.
That could be super useful.
Yeah,
if one person on the team had that,
you could just nerf the opposition. Oh, I'll come back to these because we've got 2 more teams. So we've got Team Scotland just going straight into another game.
Yeah.
Or Wales, weirdly. They've got the wrong people on the screen.
This is interesting. I don't think.
We'll go with what we can see on the screen, the actual stage, which is
we'll
Scotland
on the stage
versus what looks like the Chinese team that were playing Wales earlier.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, they're talking, they're going, these are different people from what the screen says, and then here going, oh, these are the same people from what the screen says. And then there's confusion at the foot.
It's all good. So I'm expecting the same tactics coming out of the Scottish team.
Yeah.
And if the other guys are who I think they are, then what they did previously was the sort of large energy wave and a shield technique. So we shall see in a second if that's the case.
Okay, clearly I don't know how to drink water because I just choked on water again for the third time.
Try and avoid that. Okay, so we've definitely got an big energy orb coming out of the player at the back left on the red side.
Yeah.
We've got not an obvious build from the front left yet, although they seem to have sort of just
quite big orbs.
They might just gone for a shooting build with a shield, maybe.
No specials.
Yeah, I mean, they've not put any points to special, so I'm thinking that they've got a shield and that they're going to focus on shooting after putting a shield up like they did previously.
Oh, big orb. Oh, KO!
I was wrong, they had an arrow. So they did a big orb and an arrow combo. That was a very good move.
The big orb is a one hit by the look of it. Oh!
So, the Chinese team here trying to gang up on people using the big orb and the arrow at the same time. Wow, they're synchronizing it.
Okay. Oh, whoa, hey! Whoa! You don't want that big orb to hit you.
No.
I tell you. Oh, wow. Arrow came straight in. KO.
Okay, so
2-0.
one thing the Chinese team have an advantage here, I think, is the player that's closest to the front left has good shooting stats for actually shooting. So they're not relying just on their special attacks.
Okay, they could equal this out. Oh, is that a familiar? Wow.
That is the flying device known as Little Doe or Do.
Little Doe or Do, or did he that?
Oh,
2-all.
I think it actually just got a knockout, so it's actually really quite good.
So it is quite good to have. Move. Oh! You don't want to be in the way of that arrow, because we've already learned that arrow is super effective. 3-2, 14 seconds left.
I am liking
okay, they could get a KO here. They could get a KO.
got it.
It's 3-0. 8 seconds left. Okay, 5 seconds left. 4-3. Oh, no, in the last 3 seconds. Oh, wow.
I think the key thing we're seeing here is that the combined fire is essential for finishing people off.
Yeah.
And getting those knockouts.
Look at
really well played
look
for
at
those
this.
kids.
Look at this. Wait. Oh. Bah! I love it.
How long did they practice that before coming out?
Yeah, real good.
Well played, guys. But yeah, definitely there was some concentrated fire coming in on one player, which is a good thing to do when you've got the hit points that they do. Yeah, to get the finishing off. Especially, that's going to be a really useful skill up against a team that heals.
Yeah, well, they corrected it there if you look.
Oh, they did, yeah. So it was 0 versus one of the Scottish teams.
Very good.
I'll go back to the list of special attacks. Hang on.
Oh yeah, come on, tell us more.
All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters in total. Yeah. So we talked about the curse. This person is kind of cool. It's called Niklaus.
Yeah.
And they've got a special lifesteal attack. So when they hit the opponent, it heals you and damages them, which is quite useful.
That is useful.
So that I would be tempted to use that.
I would use that.
Then this one seems quite interesting as well, which is Victoria fires a bomb that upon hitting the target causes secondary explosion damage. Now,
okay.
That doesn't sound good if everyone's spread out. However, the video they've shown of it being used is if someone stood behind a shield, you can shoot the shield and it damages the person behind the shield.
Oh, that's good.
So if you think the opposition's going to use a shield and you choose that character, you could potentially just nullify it by hitting the shield.
Yeah. Here's one as well. You know Niklaus?
Yes.
Right? The way I'd use that one is, for example, if you gained an early lead, I would use it within the halfway point of having the early lead. Right? So then they would be nerfed. So they wouldn't be able to get those hits on you, so you could continue your early lead.
I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ways to use these abilities, and I do not think we're going to see all of them today because fundamentally it's the sort of thing the metas are going to develop over the next 2 years and stuff like that.
Of course, there's going to be so many different things and also updates.
Oh, 100%. They might adjust things, how they work. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I am going to separately also try and get up the stream just to see if we've got anyone having a chat.
Any comments?
Exactly, but bear with me because that could take a minute.
So many people saying hello. It's
so bear with
Tom. Well, no, I'm Will, but yeah, you know how it is.
Do some talking while I do this. Cause
I'm going to sing to our viewers because they love my voice. Hello, it's Will.
I'm really not convinced that that's the best idea.
Like my singing. No? Oh,
no.
Okay. All right. Either way, so we've got Wales and Scotland coming onto the stage. So this is Scotland's 3rd game in a row. These are athletes. Look at him. Alex knows he's an athlete. He's going for it. And Wales coming in. They're doing a good old fist bump. Love it. Love to see it. Very good. What's the word? I don't know. I shouldn't be saying the word. It's not very good at the public speaking.
I say every time I want to.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're actually doing quite well at the sportsmanship, which I like.
These guys obviously train and play together in the UK quite a lot, so they know each other quite well.
Super competitive. Both of these teams have a bit of a grudge against each other when it comes to the competitiveness.
I mean, Scotland and Wales are always a bit of a spicy situation. I'm going to back Wales today, mainly because I always do when it comes down to Wales versus Scotland.
But the thing is, they all share the same thing, though, Tom.
What's that?
They hate the English.
I don't think that's fair. although not really in this sport. They actually all get on really well.
Yeah. In HADO, everyone gets along. But I mean, as in as
a general world thing. Yeah. But yeah, so we need to see what tactics. So last time we had from the Scottish team, they had an arrow build, which I think Alex might do again because he seems to like it.
Yeah, I think
he did also just motion an archer, so I think he's given away what he's doing.
So, do you think that's what he's going to call himself? Alex the Archer.
Alex the Archer, very possibly.
Oh, Alex the Archer coming in.
But then, again, I don't know whether we're going to see what we're going to see from the Welsh team.
Right.
I think we're going to see a big energy attack from the player that's on the closest side.
See that arrow from Alex there? He's getting dialed in. He's getting dialed in.
Oh, a slightly different loadout. So maybe we'll see a similar build from the red team that we did from the Chinese team just previous.
And orb. Oh, I love that orb. Orb. I want to see the arrow. Oh!
Okay, so it looks like the Welsh team have basically copied what the Chinese team just did. So they've got an arrow build and an orb build. But the key thing is, at the moment, I don't think they're doing combined fire the same way that the other team did.
You know what I've noticed? The dodging is so much harder in this. Because what I'm seeing is, so usually you put your head up or put your head left, right? It's still hitting your target even if you're doing left or right or up.
Oh, you're saying it's sort of more centralized on your chest rather than...
Yes, no. So even when they look up, it is moving, but it's still actually hitting it. See, look, so he puts his head up, and it's still actually taking damage from it. And down, look, it's just... Oh!
I do think it needs to be... I think it does more damage. I'm not sure if it does more damage as a direct hit.
When it's central.
There's one thing I do want to know, which is if you have a larger energy...
Oh, 2-0!
Does it just do more damage? Because that, I think, might be a thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we're getting these one-scale orbs?
2-1!
I feel like they might be doing less damage than the orbs that are slightly bigger.
This could be a 2-all here. This could be a 2-all here. If they plan this. Oh, 2-all. There we go. 3-2. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all going wrong.
Come on,
5 seconds left. Wow. Okay. Wales are going to be happy with themselves about this, I think. I think they're going to be super happy for themselves. Very good.
So it is also worth noting that with 2v2, like it might feel like a slower pace on the dodging that, but it's mainly because you can afford to generally be a bit slower because you've only got 2 people to dodge, not 3.
A lot of space.
Yeah, you've got more space. You can keep your distance. You can do more things like move up to the front of the court. It's also easier to keep track of what power or special abilities people have. So it's something we didn't really talk about yesterday. But let's say, for example, I'm against an assassin, right?
Yeah.
If they push to the front line and they fire 4 orbs at me, right? Chances are they don't have any energy left to then fire more. So I'm aware of that and I can then push forward knowing they're not a threat.
Yeah.
When you're in a 3v3, it's very difficult to keep track of what everyone's energy state is. In a 2v2, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Especially when one of the people has nerfed their shooting ability to take like a big special attack.
This is why I want to see it, Niklaus.
I want to see that, or I want to see the one that nerfs people. One I do want.
Niklaus.
It's not Niklaus. He's the one that sucks life.
I thought you said that was the curse one.
No, the curse one is Diana.
Right, okay, so...
I get what you mean.
I will take everything back now, because you probably thought I was on about the curse bit. I'm on about...
You were talking about nerfing.
Yeah. So what I mean is, what would be good for Diana, then, would be when you are in an early lead, to use that, and it nerfs the team.
Nerf the opposition.
Yeah, okay.
The one I think we'll see the least of is Victoria with the Exploding, because I think it is very unique to... It could be better in a 3v3, and it could be better if you know the other team's using a shield.
Yes.
And it's difficult to know that the other team's going to be using a shield, so...
Okay, yeah. Right, so...
Who we got here? We got Greece versus China. So this is the young China team.
Here we go.
Versus the Greek team. So the young China team have showed that they clearly know what they're doing. It wouldn't surprise me if they've been doing a bit of training. They could have been playing all of yesterday, fundamentally, while the rest of the stuff was going on, because I'm pretty certain quarter 4
they could have been training.
They could be training.
Ah, wow.
So, but yeah.
Do you have any comments?
I haven't got on to that yet.
Ah, okay, fine.
My phone is having difficulties. So, it's interesting. We've got, a couple of the Chinese coaches there on the side of the court, ready to give some advice as well.
Love it. Very good to see. You know, at the end of the day, especially when you have coaches or people like that helping, it's always a big thing.
Oh, it's definitely. It helps you remain calm.
What we're talking about. The spotters on the side.
Gives you info that you can help. I do think we're going to see the same tactic coming out of the young Chinese team. They seem to be doing pretty well with the arrow and energy orb. Although that said, they did do a shield build earlier, so maybe they've got different tactics they're ready to use at different times.
Okay. Nice.
Yay! Here we go. So we've got a Greek team on the left on red, and the young Chinese team on the right on blue.
Nice. Here we go. Red and blue fighting. I'm singing again, by the way.
I'm loving the posing going on from all of the teams today on the main stage. Good job. Thank you very much.
But you don't like my singing.
I love your singing. Just, not right now.
Oh, well.
You can serenade me later.
Oh, serenading the viewers.
Right.
Singing.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So what tactics? I'm trying to get some visual cues here.
Visual cues?
Yeah, like...
You're getting pretty professional here.
I'm trying. Okay, so we definitely have a big energy orb attack coming out of the Greek team. And we've got
a heal.
And a shield. So we've got a shield and probably an energy orb versus an energy orb.
Let's go.
And...
Wow.
Do we have an energy orb on the right, or are they doing arrow? I feel like they are doing energy orb.
Energy orb and a heal.
It's an arrow and a shield build versus a heal and an energy orb.
Wow, look at it go. Wow, and arrow! Wow, KO!
So when you've got that heal up, you can't afford to not dodge. You've got to use your energy whilst it's healing you to keep out of the way. Just give you a bit more of a barrier. I feel like they're targeting the player on the left-hand side of the core.
They are.
They might have identified that that person's the healer.
2-0.
And as you know, always kill the healer.
Always go for the healer.
Yep. It makes your job easier if you can nullify them.
Yeah, it does.
That arrow, the player on the
so much health off.
The player on the bottom left of the screen right now is really good at hitting those arrows.
Yeah, and the top left of the screen are suffering. They need to move.
Yep. Yeah, their heals are being absolutely nullified here.
Oh, shield just absolutely blocks that orb.
That arrow did 400 damage.
Oh my lord.
Whereas a normal energy attack seems to do sort of in the region of like 80 to 120.
Wow.
So that's definitely worth it.
Do you know what I love here? Are you seeing what the Chinese player's doing on the right-hand side when the big orb? The big orb is just throwing up a shield every time it tries to come up. Oh, and he just drops down.
And got a knockout.
Oh, wow.
That was brilliant play.
Woo.
Yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
Here we go. Ah!
Yeah. I love that they have a load of different
plays. It's good. Hey. Yeah, it's really good. I love to see it. Love to see it.
But yeah.
Wow. Well, that happened.
Good play from both teams.
It was good play, but my lord, China came in there. The little slide down to duck under the orb and fired under it to get a KO.
As I say, so I think
so good.
I think they knew, so they timed the shield, as you say, to block the first one.
Yeah.
Knew they weren't going to get the energy for the second one, so just prepared to duck it.
Yeah.
Again, good movement coming out of them. 85 meters, 77 meters is not bad at all. 82% accuracy on one of them, I think I saw.
What?
I might be wrong. I'll have to double check that.
82% accuracy.
That's what it felt like I saw.
Oh my lordy lord.
But there you go. Okay, so I mean, of the 4 teams we've seen so far, clearly the Chinese team has been the most dominant.
Yeah.
Again, potentially to be expected, given that they've had it a slight more sort of advanced lead on the rules, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To practice, but I think people are going to be watching what they're doing. It's nice to see them using a variety of tactics as well.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm wondering if they did that because they knew like who the opposition were choosing or like suspected.
What character they went for.
Yeah.
That's a one. That's another meta, another thing you could do for like figuring it out. Can you see the other person's character until?
I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look because at the bottom of the screen it does tell us. Yeah. So there's a possibility that they're getting some information in front of them. This is what
I mean. So if they got that, then that would be working out. Yeah.
It's that sort of thing you do in arenas online, right? Where you sort of see the other team and
and you go, okay, they're using that character, so they must be good at this, and this. So let's do others.
So here we go. We're going to have Wales versus Greece, I think.
Here we go.
So this could be a good one. So Greece just using the heal build previously. They did seem to like the heal build, but it's not done them many favours. I'll be honest. I think the heal build could work. The key thing though is when you're getting low in life, you still got to up your dodging ability. You can't afford to just trust the stats basically.
The heal.
Yeah.
You're right.
It assists, but don't take it for granted.
Yeah. So don't use that as a contingency.
Yeah.
Don't think, well, this will save us.
Like if you think about any kind of arena-style game, like WoW, whatever. Yeah. If you're low on life and your mate's healing you, that's great. But you still got to keep dodging.
Hitting as well.
Yeah. You can't just sort of stop and be like, I'll be alright.
Yeah, I'll be right.
Yeah. Exactly. So. Okay, what was Wales going to do? I'm trying to remember what they did previously. Again, they did like their big energy. But last time they did an arrow.
Yeah, they copied the Chinese team.
And did what the Chinese team did. So it'll be interesting to see if they do the same again.
Here we go. I'm in the singing mood today, can you tell?
You are definitely in a singing mood today.
It's because I got a very good night's sleep because we didn't go to the after party.
Right.
Very good.
I'm going to be interested because I'm not sure. So I think the way this section is happening is you've got the 4 groups and they're having kind of a round robin, right? Mm-hmm. And then depending on how they do in those groups, it's then how it goes through to the knockout rounds later.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see if they rotate the main stage to a different group at some point. But I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. So we'll keep commentating whatever we see in front of us. For the rest of the day. It's cooled down a bit now. We've got a breeze coming in, so hopefully the competitors appreciate that. Although where they are, I'm not 100% they're actually getting that breeze because it's coming from sort of left to right.
It is, yeah. Sorry if you guys can hear it. Again, we're doing our best to try and block it. I think I'm good. I think I'm doing quite a good job at blocking it. So
you are. You're doing a very good job.
Thank you. It's just that I can't see anything now. That's the big thing. Oh, I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine.
But yeah, here we go. So we've got Wales versus the Greek team.
Oh, here we go. Shaking hands.
Yeah, looking forward to this. See what
happens. Ready to get involved.
Are they going to do healing again? That is the question. I want to see. So I want to see a team where they specialise in just shooting.
Okay.
So doing like an assassin build, doing the 3-3-3-1,
yeah,
and then they take that like heal that shield and use it just as like a supplement to their skills that they use normally when playing HADO. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
TV, mind out. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we've just had a gust of wind knock a TV over in front of us, so
almost.
That's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, almost took out the commentating team.
Yep. So some guys are running in. We will commentate from the big screen in front of us.
Yeah, we'll see the big screen. Don't worry, we can see that. So what's going on here is they're firing energy orbs. That's what we want to see. Big old energy orbs.
Energy orbs being fired at each other.
Yeah.
Good 500-point damage there coming out of one of the teams.
Wow. Now, that's what we like to see. And here we go, big energy orb. No, he didn't fire it.
They got a knockout. I'm not sure if we're getting a bit of lag on that main screen.
I don't think he. No. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. We're having it. What's going on here? Is it fire it? It's. Whoa, we're not seeing the firing, are we?
Nah, it's a bit awkward. So, hopefully somebody can come and sort our TV out at some point.
Yeah, because we got it.
I can see somebody running off into the distance to potentially try and look for a solution.
Hopefully.
But otherwise, we'll just keep seeing what's saying. So, energy orbs versus energy orbs. We've currently got 5-0 leads to the blue team, which is absolutely dominating coming out of the Welsh team.
Wow.
So, absolute credit to them.
Very good.
Blue team win. Absolutely brilliant play. So, what we were saying about the wind picking up, definitely true.
Yeah, I did say. The wind was getting windy. Definitely windy.
But there you go, 1 to red, 5 to blue.
Well, it's what happens when a wind starts to wind. When the wind windies.
It does. It's a good indication that the sun's coming out because it will create more of an updraft and then more wind coming across.
Correct.
There's a bunch of bemused people looking at each other going, what do we do about it?
Well, we're completely blind. We can't see anything.
101 metres movement from one of the blue team there.
Yeah.
That's a good bit of movement. It's a good indication that they were being pushed by the amount of energy being fired at them.
Yeah.
Less movement coming out of the red team, but they didn't need it. Well, sorry, they did need it, but they were maybe relying on some of their powers a bit more.
Yeah. Interesting. You know what the best thing is we don't know when we're on camera either.
Oh, 100%. I mean, let's assume we are all the time.
Always. Wait. It's never assume.
That makes an ass out of you and me.
Hey, exactly.
So again, there you look at the difference in the point damage between like one of the big energy attacks. It's 500 down to 160 kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can understand why people are going for those big attacks because it is a lot easier just to get one big hit knockout on somebody than potentially trying to chip away at them. And obviously, if you chip away at them, it makes things like the healing spells more effective. I do think, however, that they should. I do still want to see a good dodging team, like one of the Japanese teams or something, or the UK team or Korea or any of these. Doing something where they just go straight shootout, because a straight shootout build could work quite well, basically.
Wow, fingers crossed, it works quite well.
No, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Just see the other commentators down the road from us up on the big screen in front of us. So you got the Chinese commentators having a good time.
Yeah.
Suited and booted. We've also on the screen in front of us got some information for some of the single round robin groups going on. And there's an Alex waving us. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Good work.
Yeah, very good.
Is it hot? You say it's hot?
He thinks it's hot. Okay.
He says it's hot.
He says it's very warm. Well, he did have to play 3 games in a row.
They did. So, bless them.
Yeah,
it looks like they're moving to a different court now, so we might be rotating.
So we might be getting a rotation.
Yeah, at which point we'll probably see a different group of players. I'm trying to work out who we might have. I can see some players down at the dock side getting ready, so it might be those guys.
Okay.
But we'll see when they come out onto the main screen. I heard. So, yeah.
Okay.
Either way, We're having a lovely day here on North.
It is nice. It is good. We like to see things happen like that.
For a massive city, there is a massive amount of greenery and parks all around.
Yes.
Can strongly recommend coming and visiting if you ever get the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, definitely come here. It's very nice while we wait for the rotation.
What's your favourite thing been so far?
I like the big orb.
My favourite thing was the arrow, I think.
I think, actually, if you want about play, it was the slide duck under the big orb
that play
to knock
by
out.
the Chinese player was absolutely amazing. Yeah. I think skill-wise, I like the arrow-looking thing now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have to charge it up as much.
Yeah, so there we go.
So, predictions. I think we're going to see... I have no clue. I think we're going to see other players pulling out different tactics throughout the day. I do want to... Oh, there's one bit of information that's useful to know. There's a man very helpfully come to try and get us a new monitor. There's one bit of information that's useful to note, by the way, which is you can only choose one character. You can't have a double up of characters on one team. So you can both take the energy orb, for example.
Right, okay.
You could... Yeah, basically you'd have to choose an energy orb and an arrow. You can't just both choose healers.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that earlier. We should explain why everyone's choosing different people, not just like
two arrows.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, right. So you can't both pick the same thing.
It looks like we're going to have a Chinese team versus another team from Greece. Ooh. So that'll be interesting.
Interesting.
So these guys are Hell Zero Lag. Good name.
Yeah,
Good
nice.
Name. And then they're against another team from China, which will be interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see on the screen right there.
Well,
again, look like a potentially competent duo.
Athletic.
Yeah, they do look athletic. I'm expecting some good dodging coming out of it. I do feel as well it's easy to get drawn into trying to get your special attack to fire, because the thing is you've got to bring your arm down to your side, right?
Yeah.
To charge whatever it is. And that's often quite debilitating to stop you dodging. So I think that there's an element of people dodging less today because they're focused on trying to get their specials out.
Yeah.
Whereas the players that are focused a little bit on shooting, clearly what they're doing is they're able to dodge as well as worry about stuff.
Well, they're on the court right now.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start. So I believe
best they can.
I believe we've got the Greek team on the left in red, and we're going to have the opposition Chinese team on blue.
Ooh.
And getting warmed up at the moment.
Blue, da ba dee da ba da. Singing mood again.
You've been in a singing mood literally all day, my friend.
I know. Can't help it. I'm just so happy. Just happy to be here. Happy to be in Shanghai, China.
That is fair.
It is fair.
I'm trying to get eyes on the teams at the moment, trying to see if I've got any clues to what they're doing. But here we go, they're about to start. Okay, so lots of just energy attacks coming out of the red team.
Yeah. And here we go.
So I'm guessing an orb arrow. Yeah, orb arrow on the left. Lovely shield coming out of the team on the blue side, though. Blocked, basically both.
And again.
Yeah, the guys on the left have taken some very high charge rate for their specials. So they're relying on just absolutely bombarding
look
special
at this
attacks.
movement. I love this movement, but look how accurate the Chinese
Pretty
team are
certain
being.
someone just fired an arrow through a shield, so I think we're right.
Okay, that's what we want. All right, he's got the orb. He's gonna fake it. He's gonna fake it. Oh, they fell for it. Arrow straight through again.
So they've summoned the little sidekick there. So they've got a shield and sidekick build on the blue side.
The big
no
orb,
score
the big
yet.
Orb, and the big orb.
Lovely shield, countered the orb.
Arrow missed.
But they're getting low on hit points on the far side, so it's always going to take us a few hits here to get us.
They're both around the same of low hit points.
They are.
Look.
They are.
This is brilliant.
Lovely dodging coming out of both teams here.
Okay, come on. We need to see what goes on.
Lovely shot through a shield. But then they've just straight away recovered.
Okay. Are they going to go for the player? They both need to target that player on the left-hand side. Okay,
so we're just getting a TV adjusted in front of us, which is perfect.
Yes, it's nice to see all the action.
That's a draw.
That's a draw.
Overtime,
wow.
10 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Do they keep the same health?
I think they
do. Oh,
what
would you do? What would you do?
Dodge a lot. Target the person on the right on both teams because they're lower.
Oh, he shielded. He protected. Blue wins.
Lovely work there. So that was a combination of shielding and then firing at the same time to get the knockout.
That was so good to protect.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolute credit to both teams.
Did you see that?
Good sportsmanship there.
As he was going for the finish, a shield went up to protect, and then she sniped to the right-hand side, which took out the guy with the low points.
100%.
Oh, I would be so angry.
So in that overtime, this is more, so when we do the normal sport, like you could target anyone fundamentally because you can get one-shot knockouts. In this, you almost certainly want to target the person with a low life because to get to knock out somebody is actually quite difficult.
Yeah, okay.
But here we go, I'm looking at some stats here. 135 meters moved.
Oh.
That's quite a lot, 24 kilocalories. I like the way it's starting to measure kilocalories.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
Huh.
Imagine doing 7 games back to back, how many are you
Is
going to burn?
Is it like heart rate or?
I don't know how it's measuring it. So the devices they've got on the minute are slightly different risk sensors. They might be measuring heart rate as well.
Wow, that would be cool. Imagine that.
It does also make me think that they're presetting their stats before they come out.
Yes.
I'm not 100% how that bit of the technology works on this new system, actually.
Yeah. Very interesting.
But here we get some highlights from the game again. That was that moment where they got a knockout and immediately got responded to.
It's this last bit here. Watch. Oh, no. Okay, watch this. Watch this. This is crazy. I love this bit. Goes to go for the one with the low shield, then she snipes across and hits the person on the right side.
Do you know what? That's the best teamwork play
See how good that was amazing. See that?
Now, this has brought up a bit of a thought on my part, which is, you saw there, you got one person with a higher hit point and the other person without. This is one of those times where actually getting physically in front of your teammate is a good idea.
Yeah.
Because if you know you've got the hit points, you can now physically body block for your teammate.
Yes. And it won't take them all out.
And it won't take it all out.
But he got the shield up as well.
Yep.
And she just went, okay, he's doing that. She knew straight away and went, I'm going to fire at that then.
Yeah.
It's
I think
insane.
They must have planned that out and just be
They
like,
must
look,
have
come to the
spoken
mid,
about it.
like, I'll go right.
Because that was such a good play.
Well, again, we were sat here, like, who do you go for? I was like, we're going to go for the right on both sides, but they clearly had a backup plan to do something even better.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that was so cool.
Just a quick shout out to all the tech team that just sorted out the fact that we had an exploded TV. Good job. They've replaced it. Yeah. Record time.
So basically, we had one of the enemy teams use the force on us.
They did.
They didn't like our commentating.
A stray energy
so
orb.
They use the force.
But here we go.
Knocked
So
a
Chinese team against a Greek team. A Spanish team.
A Spanish, a Spanish, not Greek. You and your flags.
I was looking at his shirt.
Oh. Okay.
It was a kind of.
Well, that's Argentina.
It must be
an Argentinian.
Oh, I have no clue. It's probably a local Spanish football team. Right, here we go. So we've got a new Chinese team here on the left-hand side. Look young, which means that they've probably got some excellent tactics because they normally get the game mechanics down really quick. All right, but here we go. So I think we've got orbs both sides. Again, lots of people taking speed and special attack. Yeah. So I suspect orb and archer coming out of left. Yes. I was right.
Oh, okay. I think that's a meta. I think that's used quite a lot.
I'm going to start looking at the pictures because we've got an archer on the
orb,
right.
Waiting for the orb. He's waiting for the orb.
Otto.
Oh! So big hit with that orb.
We've got the little familiar out, little drone. Not still, but they're targeting the person on the left. But yeah, as they push forward, got knocked out.
Hit with that arrow.
Oh, one-shot knockout with the energy orb. Brilliant work.
Arrow. KO! 3-1!
These kids have got their eyes in.
The arrows. They're so aggressive, those arrows. Oh.
Still close, though.
3-0!
You can see how they were holding on to that orb, though, waiting to fire it. I think they waited slightly too long, and then they got KO'd.
Yeah, I think so.
Little drone coming out again. Let's see if it helps.
Big hit from the arrow. Oh, you got to dodge, you got to dodge, you got to dodge.
That drone trying to auto-target, but is it going to be able to hit them?
15 seconds left. Oh, love this. Okay. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, he wanted to fire an arrow and he didn't get it out. Big up. Oh, KO! 3-4!
I thought for a second we might go to another overtime, but they took it.
Wow, Spain.
Absolutely well played to the Spanish players.
Spain took that. Wow.
Staying cool under pressure.
Love it. Now they're going to go shake hands. Look at that. Respect from Spain. Respect from the other team. Don't you love it?
100%. But well played from both those teams.
It was very well played.
So I am going to start paying attention to the pictures at the bottom because I am starting to recognise which characters are which. So I might be able to call out what specials are going to come out quicker.
Yeah.
Apologies in advance. I won't be able to name them all as well as I need to because they're very new to us.
Yeah.
But there you go. You can see the pictures on the left-hand side. One at the bottom is Otto, and then you got the archer, who I can't remember the name. But I'm going to say it's Lillian.
Yeah.
And then, the big orb coming out. So definitely one of the metas seems to be orb and archer.
It is, yes.
And then kind of holding onto your orb once it's charged up and trying to attack at the same time on the same target and getting those one-shot knockouts. But again, the Spanish team getting the hang of starting to dodge. Again, it's interesting. I need to understand the mechanics of the flying drone better.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if its fire rate is linked to your charge, for example.
Oh, that would be good.
Because it's firing quite slow, this one, but I'm pretty certain I've seen one fire quicker.
Yeah, I also think the reason Spain did so well with it was their accuracy was good.
Yes, it was.
Really good accuracy.
I think they also upped their dodging from the start. I think at the start they got surprised by the accurate fire coming in. And then basically went, look, we've got to up our game here. We need to start dodging.
We need to move. We need to move.
It's also deceptive because if you're getting shot at with little orbs and all of a sudden a giant orb comes at you, then you've got to dodge even further.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, it was well played by both teams there. I'm going to go back to my page of information to see if I can try and...
the page of information.
Remember who everyone is. Yeah.
The page of information.
The archer is indeed Lilian.
Okay.
And it was, and then the robot guys are Otto.
So we have the Chinese team here against Spain.
China versus Spain.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the Chinese team we just saw just now with the absolutely amazing team.
Hola, futuro.
Nice.
Thank you.
Where they got behind the shield at the end and they managed to get the knockout.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, was it the arrow build they had? Was it an arrow and
yes,
shield?
it was an arrow and a shield, yeah.
And obviously the Spanish team, again, showing that they can dodge. I'm not sure if these guys are related. They look like brothers.
They do a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hola, futuro.
Your pronunciation is expert.
Thank you.
I mean, you are obviously an expert linguist.
This is true.
But here we go. We've got the teams coming out onto the court. We've got the Chinese team there already, just pacing around, getting ready. As I say at the start, I'm going to try and call what the abilities are based on the images that I see. We'll see if I can get better at it. As I say, there's a lot of people taking a high speed and a high special attack, but not very big on the other ones. I think that's going to be a meta for a while. But again, I'll be interested to see if anyone else does anything different.
I think what we've seen now is a pretty big meta. And I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to see quite a lot of.
I do think the shields are working quite well to counter a lot of the big orbs.
Yes.
Here we go. Large scale, interesting.
Ooh. Here we go. Here we go.
We've got Otto and the big energy attack against the archer
huge
and Otto. So let's have a look. Okay, Otto's firing bigger sized orbs, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, taking a larger scale actually
taking a lot of hits. He's taking a lot of hits because he's trying to aim at the same time.
So yeah, I think Otto does take the stats that you bring. So if you bring a low charge. So I think you should do 3-3-3-1 with an Otto.
Knockout. 50 seconds left. What's gonna go? What's gonna go? You need to be accurate. They need to be accurate with that arrow. Oh, another
Lovely
KO.
knockout.
2-0. Oh, God.
Lovely energy orb attack there.
Oh, he couldn't fire it.
I think he might have gone slightly too far forward.
He did.
Or his arm fell off of down low, so he lost the charge.
Oh, he got the fire in then.
Didn't get a knockout, however, so it's a one-shot knockout at all times. But then the teammate came in to finish
There
it
needs to be an arrow. He needs to fire an aggressive arrow.
So the thing that the Chinese team has done
knockout,
is
2-all!
The character that's
10
Otto
seconds left.
Can also shoot quite accurately.
This is crazy! 3-2! Oh, no!
Very close, they can do it. Low hit points on the back Chinese player on the back left.
Oh, 4-2.
Lovely work, though.
Woo.
Lovely work. So the key thing, I think, as well, was that the character that was playing Otto, which is, I believe, was the back left Chinese player.
Yeah.
She basically had good shooting stats as well.
Yeah.
So between Otto tagging people and then her also tagging people, she was able to get some good knockouts.
Loads of points.
Yeah, loads of damage. So I'll be interested to see, longer term, I'm going to have to break down the stats of this and see what like the average damage over time, because you know, now you're talking about burst damage, you're talking about damage over time, attacks and things like that. Like some of these stats could be quite interesting. Yeah, like Otto and both teams there.
Both teams over 100 meters round as well.
But yeah, I think she got all the knockouts for their team.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about the fact that she wasn't firing the big orb, is actually very impressive.
Her dodging is insane. Look, watch this knockout here, and she does it again. She gets it. Watch this from the side.
Yeah.
And bang.
So she's actually just using, she's basically saying doing a version of what I said, which is using her actual abilities to play normal HADO, and then just taking a summon so that she doesn't have to think about it.
Well, her dodging's very good when she looks down.
Yeah.
I think that might be the big meta of dodging in this game, because I've watched a lot of people go up and sideways, and it hasn't worked well.
The energy orbs are going above their head.
Straight down seems to be a really good technique for dodging. Getting
low, looking down, and basically letting the stuff go above your head is not a bad shout.
It's not. Not a bad shout at all.
All right, so here we go. So we're going to have a Chinese team versus a Greek team. We'll try and work out which Chinese team, because I think we've got 2 in this section.
Yeah, who knows?
But hell, 0 lag. Played previously quite well.
They did.
Again, I'm keeping track of what they did, but I've lost track already. We'll see if they do any different tactics. But again, I suspect we'll see orbs and arrows. And then this Chinese team, I believe, is the younger Chinese team that they played previously, who did lose when they played earlier. So we'll see if they can recover. They played well, however, so I do think they stand a good chance.
I think it was just a last-minute thing.
Yeah.
Just got that last-minute hit, and it was like bonk.
Yep. But again, there you can see the main stage. Absolutely glorious sight.
Glorious sight in the sun, main stage.
Here we've got the teams coming out.
Singing again. I am singing again.
Get themselves locked in, getting ready. So again, that motion they're doing, where they've got the arm upright, that's them charging energy shoot, and then them firing is throwing it forwards.
Oh, look
and
at
to charge their special attack, they bring it down to their side, and then they lift it up to do the special attack.
Here we go. Are we ready? I'm ready.
Okay, Archer energy orb on the left.
Fight!
And Archer energy orb on the right.
Both orbs fired.
So
Archer's fired. 1-0 already from Red. Woo!
So this is who can play this combo better. At the moment, Red are doing a job.
And Archer again. Oh, he's back down.
Lovely double hit.
Very
on the left
low
player.
health. I think that's what they're doing. They're picking a player.
Yeah, both firing at the same
Bosh!
person.
KO. 2-0.
Lovely work.
Okay, we get 3-0.
The accuracy coming out of the Red team right now is absolutely unreal.
Wow, they have locked in here. They're playing so much better than what they were.
Chinese team coming back.
KO 4-1. Wow. This is getting impressive.
Yep.
Oh, great
Lovely
dodge.
dodge whilst keeping the arm down to do the energy orb. It's tough to do.
And the energy orb's coming in. Knockout again. Oh, no, it wasn't.
No, they just got very low.
I saw something.
It's just very low. So I think they can take like 1 shot if they're on 4 hit points.
Yeah. KO 5-1.
Again, at some point I'll look into the maths of...
KO 6-1. This is very well played by the team.
This is one of the biggest leads we've seen so far. And it's all coming from special attacks.
It is. KO again, 7-1. They're targeting the same player.
The thing is, when you see them coming forward to do those attacks, you need to dodge more or knock them out. Like that, perfect.
Wow, there we go.
The player pushed forward, they just knocked them out. That's exactly what they needed to do. But great work.
Really well done.
Again, well played from both teams there.
Oh, look at there. They're both like, Shay. Enjoying
Exactly.
themselves. Saying thank you for the game, thank you for the match. Let's enjoy it.
What are you thinking so far about all the skills? Which ones are you picking out as your favourite so far?
I think the arrow is my favourite.
Still like the arrow?
I really like the arrow. I think it's much faster than the orb, which I think is harder to dodge when you rush up the front.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, the orb can actually take full life health off of someone, but I just don't know.
If I was playing right now, I'll be honest, I would probably try a 3-3-3-1 auto build. Because the ability to throw out a summon and then just focus on my ability to shoot them, I'd be tempted to see how well that does.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, it depends how accurate the auto is.
Well, yeah.
Otto? Are you calling it auto?
Otto's the character, it's not the name of the thing.
Yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, why are you calling it an Otto? It's the familiar.
Otto's the character. The familiar is
Do.
Do or Do.
Or Do. Or Doe. Do. 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 I'm just laughing with myself.
You're way too musical today.
I think I'm just in a great mood today. I think that's one of the biggest things. I'm just happy to be here.
I mean, it was a brilliant day yesterday. We had a brilliant day the day before with the opening ceremony. And then today is shaping up to be a brilliant day as well.
It is. It's making me want to go on a run. Not that
Why don't you go and just play some HADO, mate? I mean, you should go into the tournament.
I don't think so.
It's 2v2, right?
I'd be too out of breath.
I presume they're just going to allow us to take part in the final, right? This is a 2v2 tournament.
Well, yeah, because it's us.
Who plays us? Yeah.
Oh, it is. We are the final boss of the MMO. We're the boss room.
All right, here we go. So we've got 2 Chinese teams going up against each other. This is going to be intense, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
From what we've seen so far, the one that's on the screen right now is the one I think is going to win. They have seemed to be dominant in this group so far.
They've done really well.
They've done really good teamwork.
She is very accurate.
And she's really accurate.
She's very good. Also, her dodging's very good, but also her teammate looks after her.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, her teammate is doing his job, which he is the shield. He needs to look after her. He needs to make sure you're okay. He's doing it. Really well done.
Just brilliant, glorious teamwork from both parties.
It is. It is. I think the winds died down a little bit, which is nice, because as you say, I think what was happening is the air was getting warmer due to the sun, and it was reacting to it. But now I think it's stabilised. So it's very good.
Fingers crossed.
Listen to this. So the best thing about us as your commentators is you get entertainment and a science lesson.
From people who are not scientists.
Yeah, you get HADO science.
You got made up pseudo science. You know.
That's the best way. That is the best way.
But stay hydrated. Water is important.
It is. It is. This kind of water. HADO water.
Here we go. We've got the players on the pitch now. So we've got 2 Chinese teams lined up against each other. As I said, the team on the red side I think is going to be slightly more dominant, but we're interested to see what happens.
I'd love to see how often these people play against each other. Here we go. Same build from the red team, as usual.
I'm not sure.
They look the same?
They've got an archer. No, no, it's not the same. They've got a shield energy or build. She's no longer Otto.
Oh.
And the other team is doing an energy or archer build.
Okay. Why is that? Oh, yeah, the arrow goes straight through. Poor choice for a shield then if they've got arrows.
They could be just trying out a different dynamic. I'm pretty certain that she tried a shield build the very first game they played earlier as well.
I have a feeling. They're not playing as intense this game.
No, I mean, they might be saving some energy.
1-0.
They are still in the lead, obviously. So. But yeah, that arrow going through shields is cool.
Yeah, it is. Wow, 1-0.
Nice knockout. Coming out of the blue team.
Wow, this is not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be so much quicker. 14 seconds left.
I'm loving them using the shield as a parry. Like, they're not preemptively putting up. They're saving it to parry and attack when it comes at them.
And this attack, this is the last attack. Oh, 2-1! That was the last attack.
Lovely work.
Very well done.
Again, well played from both teams.
Very well played.
Nice bit of handshaking going on, bit of hugs.
Very good. Look at them, they're like, oh yeah, he did so well. So good.
100%. But again, well-deserved win there. I mean, I do think that they were trying a different tactic, whether they were just like experimenting or it could be an energy, this sounds silly, but it could literally be a let's go shield. I'm a bit worn out after all the running around from the previous rounds.
Yeah.
Let me play the shield build so I can just chill.
Yeah. I also cannot see the screen with these on.
Yeah. Because they go like 95 meters, 93. Both red team players moving 93 meters and having about a similar accuracy, about 37 to 35%. They're both very like almost equal teammates.
Yeah.
Which is good because if your teammates are equal and you've not got one star player, it means you can fill in if something goes wrong or you need to step forward.
Yeah, and it also means that you can't really target one player. You're sitting there going, oh, they're both lethal.
Yeah, if you target one player, the other one knocks you out.
Yep. You've got to keep your eye on both and just keep moving, running around, do as much energy as you can.
100%. I still want to see someone use the Niklaus or the one that nurse people.
Diana.
Yeah, I think the one that nurse people, the reason it's not being used so much, if I'm being honest, is because a lot of people are maybe worried that everyone's taking special attacks like the energy orb. And the thing is, if you nerf your stats on the energy orb, I suppose it would make it move slower because your speed would be nerfed.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I think that would be the best thing because, in my eyes, is what if you've got someone who's very accurate in your team, give them the strongest, right? I'll nerf. Because what I would do is I'd go, right, once we hit that early lead, like a 2 or
start nerfing their biggest shot.
That's it.
Yeah,
just start nerfing.
Shoot who the threat is and just nerf.
Yep. And now I'm wondering as well with that special attack, do you have to hit them?
I think so.
To be able to nerf them?
Maybe. But I think it does a barrage, so it might be easier. We've not seen it yet, so... the way it's described is there's a barrage of shots.
This is going to be a very interesting game.
Indeed. So
Greece versus Spain.
Greece versus Spain. So, again, I'm thinking we might end up with an arrow or build from both teams.
An arrow to the knee?
I mean, possibly. I'm just having a quick look at the Diana attack now to try and see if I can see what it looks like.
I used to be an adventurer like you before I took an arrow to the knee.
It does
also, look at that drone shot, Tom.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
So that's directly across from us.
Right at the Pearl Tower.
Yeah, we do want to go up that. We need to do that before we leave. We'll take a picture.
Yeah. We'll put it on the social medias.
Exactly. Right, so here we go. Greece versus Spain. Who's your money on? This is actually a tough one to call. We've seen, was it Spain be quite dominant? I think Greece quite as well.
I thought Greece were very
it was the Greece team that was dominant when we did previously. Yeah. All right, well, I think favour might go to red, but
it was a different
okay,
Greek
we've got
team.
Otto Archer build coming out of the red team.
It was a different Greek team we saw, though. It was dominant.
Yeah. I need to remember the name of the archer. Lillian.
Great name.
Against a Lillian orb build.
Oh!
And the orb plays.
Oh, KO! 1-0!
Huge.
Wow! That was a big orb on an orb. Oh, and again, 2-0! He's holding that. He's doing very well there. On the same player as well.
The thing is, once you start getting your eye in, and that player's focused a lot on...
Yeah. KO again! 3-0!
So I think that player actually dodged down, then up, thinking they had the timing of the orb slightly wrong.
Yeah.
And they've switched there. Switching sides to try and get away from them.
That orb it's very effective, this one in this game. And again, you're too close. Oh, dodge.
Okay, so we've got Otto's familiar out. Again, I don't know if the players are realising when they set their stats that Otto's side kick.
5-1, double knockout.
Did that arrow just hit them both?
I don't know. I didn't see.
We need to look at the replay, because that felt like that's what it was.
Oh, that is interesting.
I feel like that might have been a double arrow knockout. If so,
if that was a double arrow knockout, that is crazy.
But look at this blue team absolutely dominating.
Wow.
7-1. This is a big score difference. Wow. And if you consider what was going on yesterday with all the international teams, this is how a few differences to the game can affect things, because we weren't having that big a score difference yesterday. No. Which means that, you know, the special effects, special attacks are making a big difference.
Wow, really good. I love that.
That was a good game. But again, I mean, the Spanish team previously were dominating, so it just goes to show you can't judge little changes. That's the thing. A small change of who you're playing in this can have a much more big difference.
That arrow.
Yeah, it went straight through, I think. We'll have to go check the replay at some point.
That was my arrow.
That was your arrow impression? Okay,
that's what I would do if I was firing an arrow. I go,
surely you should shout your special attack as you do it.
Arrow!
Like, energy orb! Arrow attack!
Arrow! I choose you!
Life drain! That's it. If we ever go into, if there's ever another TV show tournament, me and you play, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we got to do it. Yeah.
The Trop anime.
If.
Worst case, we get our other teammate out of retirement, we do a 3v3.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I think now we're at a point where we are the main talkers for this. So
that's true.
I don't think we're going to, you know.
We'll have to do a local one that no one's televising or anything.
Yeah.
But there you go, some replays coming from that game. Again, you can see the little drone there. I'd say I'm not 100% that people are realising that the drone can take the stats or take your stats of the shooting, because often what they're doing is they're putting in things to like not necessarily give it the best stats, in my opinion. That was a replay of that double knockout.
Was it a double knockout?
Yeah, it still looked like it was.
Oh, I can't believe I missed it.
Good job whoever's ever doing the
very good, because it went bong.
Yep.
I saw two.
There you go, getting good handshakes at the end there.
Look at that. That's where we need to be now.
On that yacht?
Yep.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Well, it's nice here as well.
100%.
But I do like being on a yacht.
I was about to say, I don't think we'd see things quite as well from a yacht.
No, we wouldn't. But we'd have so much champagne.
Okay, so I'm not 100%, but I think they might be rotating teams soon again.
Okay.
I can see some other teams down by the dock getting ready. So we might have a new group coming up.
Okay, cool.
So I'll be interested to see who's in that group.
You know what makes me laugh now? Because the wind's so blowy, what's supposed to happen is we're not supposed to be seeing that coach, really, or the official on the other side.
It's a tech guy behind the curtain.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the curtains are flying up and we can see everything.
The Wizard of Oz has been revealed.
Yes!
There's just a guy, like, cranking the HADO unit.
It is.
Manually
yeah, he's just literally cranking it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But again, you can see the similarities between the sport that we watched yesterday and this version. And the special attacks do add quite a fun element to it and mix it up.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
This is what makes me feel that, you know, as I said earlier, the top players in yesterday won't be top players in this one.
Not necessarily, yeah.
No, not necessarily. Well, I haven't seen them yet. So I could eat my words.
They are also smart, and there is cross-compatible skills, right?
Yeah, but I think the dodging is completely different. I think it's nowhere near the same. Because, you know, you get the advantage of when you have that one petal on a certain side. I just think
very true.
Yeah, I just think it's completely different.
No, it does seem different, but that's what we like. A bit of variation.
We do, because it means
mix things up.
It makes it more exciting. It means it changes it up from the dynamic of, oh yeah, this team's going to dominate, or these teams are going to be good. Now we just don't know. Now, especially a very good point on this, right? Greece are absolutely dominating in this one that we're seeing right now. It's very good.
I mean, compared to the Greek team, they are very good. They played very well yesterday.
Yeah.
But I do get what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's the fact that. You know,
but also, you've got some little Chinese kids who have turned up today that
who are
started beating international players.
Yeah, who are amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Just goes to show that there is some really talented players, not just in the matches that we saw yesterday, like all over the world. You know, you've got to remember the teams that represent their countries yesterday are the ones that have been chosen to come to this World Cup. They're not all the players in that country. There's, you know, in England, for example, there's so many younger kids coming through now that have the potential to like come next year, depending on how things go.
Yeah. Well, that's the more the sport grows, the more the younger generation can come up and get better.
100%.
Because we know for a fact that in England there are many players who are actually looking to come up, who are young, who are very good players, who are going to be able to qualify.
100%.
And this is what we're excited for.
Such a lovely day. It's definitely going to get warmer, I think, as the day goes on. So hopefully the players are all hydrating.
Yeah. Now they need to keep drinking water. Need to keep drinking water.
Bear with me a minute. I am now going back to try and get to the HADO comments and see what people are saying. So bear with me while I do that.
Nice.
You can say some nice stuff while I'm doing that.
Roses, flower beds, riverside, ocean.
This is what happens when I leave you unattended for like 30 seconds.
You said say nice things, so I said nice things. No? Okay, fine.
Carry on then.
Okay. Freshly cut grass. Nice views, lovely scenery, oak furniture, freshly cut wood. That's all I've got. Sorry, Tom's still looking for the comments, and that's all I've got. I couldn't think of anything else nice.
It's all right. I still haven't got the comments, but I'll keep working on
okay.
It looks like we've got some teams coming out. So this looks like, again, a potentially young Chinese team.
Okay.
On the right, on the blue.
Japan on the left, China on the right.
Oh, the Japan team. That's going to be interesting.
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to fire some arrows.
Let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, arrows, arrows, firing your arrows, yeah, like that.
We are highly trained professionals, don't you know?
Yes, very trained.
I'm nearly there, I think. I've nearly got the comments.
It's okay. I didn't know it was such a hard task.
Someone just said, can Little Doe block Rouge's skill? I'm not 100%. That's a good question.
That is a good question. Why are they asking that? Did they see something?
I don't know, maybe.
It'd be nice to know if they did see something, because then that would actually help us out to look out for it, right?
100%. I am now on the comments, so that is good. So if you do want to say anything nice in the comments, feel free.
Have we got anything else from like previously?
Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to switch back to it. There's a lot of people saying, wow, it is tactical. Leading skill is cool.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about, do we have the link to the scoreboards again? I'm not 100%.
No.
Probably not. Come on, Wales.
Yes. Come on, Wales.
Oh, look. Is this the...
That is Japanese screaming.
Is that the Japanese guy that was screaming the other day?
It was.
Amazing.
And now that's why we know he's here.
Yeah. What a dude. He's been one of the biggest fans yesterday, screaming from the audience.
Now we know that he was here for the HADO World.
Exactly. He's one of their secret weapons.
And he's got the headband on as well, which we love to see.
100%.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to have energy orbs coming out from the right side because they're giving away beforehand what they're doing. Still can't tell what the rest of the team's doing, but we'll work out in a second when the game starts.
What are they doing?
Oh, so we've got an Archer Orb on the right,
nice.
from the blue. And the Japanese team isn't giving anything away yet.
They're not going to give it away because they're going to be tactical. Like that, tactical. Tactical. Oh, okay. It's fine.
Sorry, it was good. I was laughing on the inside.
Yeah, like all of us.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, if I ever, it's worth noting, if ever the camera comes back to me and I look like I'm angry, I'm probably thinking, my thinking face is an angry face.
It is an angry face, his thinking face.
Here we go. Ooh. So we've got an Otto on the left and an Archer Orb on the right, and I think there's an Archer on the left as well.
Okay, let's get ready to rumble.
Lovely knockout straight away from the Chinese team, well played.
Wow, okay, really good.
And then immediately back on. Oh, lovely knockout, however, in return from the Japanese team. Cutting off an energy orb that they'd already charged.
Ooh, energy orb coming in.
Now this is an energetic dodging playing game.
Told you it would happen. Just haven't seen it yet.
Otto's Familiar Doe coming out.
Yeah, and he was going to fire. Oh!
Yeah, he's definitely getting some hits with it. Lovely knockout there.
2-1. They're going to take out that orb.
So I'm wondering if you can parry the orb, because what seems to be happening is when they're firing the orb sometimes it's not hitting. And I'm wondering if they're shooting it out of the air.
I'm thinking it's hitting like an outside where the outside would be, and as it gets smaller they need to hit the smaller targets.
I'm not 100% if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Again, it's the sort of thing if we get a chance to go and question some players later, we'll have to go and find out the deal.
Well, we're always good at that, questioning players.
100%. But so far, a commanding lead from the Japanese team.
5-1. This is what
5-2. Johannes coming back.
See, this is where
it's going to be tough in the last few seconds, though.
Wow, 5-2. This is where the fatigue comes into it. Here we go. He's going to start shouting. Yes. Oh, his headband came off. He needs to put that on.
Oh no, he needs to put it on so he can shout Japan.
Because he's a happy, nappy Japanese chappy.
He's enjoying himself. You saw there, by the way, it came up on the screen very briefly, Bright Meat, which is one of the sponsors of this event. So shout out to Bright Meat.
Yeah.
They have a stand down the dock somewhere that I might go and have a check out later and try and get some of their lovely meats.
Very good, very good.
But yeah, very energetic game at the start with lots of good dodging going on. I'm looking at some of these stats. Again, score split across both players on the left, which is good.
Yeah.
45% accuracy coming out of the player that was using the energy. Or
0 health taken on the Japanese team.
Is that correct? Oh, it was 0 knockouts, was it?
No. He came first with 0 health taken away.
Wow.
From dodging.
That is good dodging.
Yeah.
But again, it shows if you're good at dodging and shooting, you're going to do well in these sorts of sports.
Very good.
It's one of those things, actually, when you start out, I would focus probably on your dodging more than anything else. Because
me too. I think so.
If you can dodge well and get good head movement, you do obviously end up having to be able to shoot as well.
Yeah.
But like slowing down your dodging to then get good accuracy is probably easier than being a good shot. And then, like, does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
But
because of the way you have to aim.
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, you want to practice on all of them. You want to get all your fundamentals up. But definitely dodging is one of the key skills.
Well, it depends. If you want to be a shield player, then I'd actually say dodging and learning how to do your shield is the most important thing.
True. Back in my day, I was very good at shooting.
Back in your day.
Yeah, that was where my skill came in. We did a lot of winning through suppressing the enemy.
Yeah.
So a lot of our tactics were things like, if they put a shield up, remove the shield, take the person behind it. If they've got a player that's good at doing you damage, focus that player down and get rid of them. Are you good then?
Yeah,
are you pointing at something?
I'm just checking my my dominant eye.
Your eye dominance?
Yeah, only because I had laser eye surgery.
You did?
Last year, and I'm checking whether it changed my eye dominance.
Has it?
Nope.
Still left eye dominant?
Still left eye.
And right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed. But the worst thing is I used to be right eye dominant, and it changed.
I am right eye dominant, right-handed. Not as relevant for this sport as other sports, but still good. Right, here we go. Who's on the pitch right now? We've got what looks like an England team on the left with potentially Alfie.
Oh, it is.
Which is good to see. And they're going up against what looks like, is it a Korean team or a Chinese team? No, it's another Chinese team on the right. So we've got Team China on the right, in both teams in white, but Chinese on the right in blue.
Okay.
Versus an English team in red.
Let's go, England.
Archer Orb left, Otto Orb right.
I wonder how they're going to go. Oh, and we go. Ooh, orb, bang. Ooh.
Good dodge.
Wow.
Good dodge from our blue team. Saving that orb, waiting for
the orb's
to
coming in.
push forward.
Oh, KO, that was what they're waiting for.
Really well played. Basically just took their time, was patient, waited to push forward, and they got it. Again, Otto player, look at what they've done. They've taken high scale and 3 speed, which means their Otto is more effective at firing like shots at my head.
I just saw that. You can take out Otto.
Wow.
I just saw that happen then when he actually targeted him.
Wow, okay, so they've taken out Otto's little sidekick. That's really good.
Yeah, and they went for it again, the familiar.
We just used a big energy orb to take out the familiar. That's bold. So the answer to that, the question that I asked somebody earlier is yes, it can block shots.
Yes.
So if you line up behind the familiar correctly, the little robot, and they fire high, you might actually be able to block those big energy attacks.
It is fascinating.
But again, the Chinese team here doing a very good job at suppressing one of the players and then switching to the other. Yeah. So they're concentrating fire on one teammate and then switching to the other. Now, you'll notice that because the player that's chosen to play Otto has got good shooting abilities, because they've got 3 speed and 5 scale, they're able to get enough sort of hits without their special attack. But well played. That was a commanding victory from the Chinese team.
Impressive.
Against some English players that can play really well as well. So well played.
Whoa. That was impressive.
It was. I think this Chinese team in this group is going to be one of the more dominant groups then, or dominant ones in the group, based on that performance. But they played really well. Again, good use of Otto to block some stuff. Good use of basically taking shooting abilities in combination with Otto to allow you to get some damage out as well.
Very good.
Again, there, split 105 meters moved from one of the players on the blue team now, which is solid. But again, the knockouts being split between both players on China, which is again a good indication they both had their eye in. Here we get some replays.
That's the thing. Watch this bang knockout, and then he just happens to do it again because what they do is they're biding their time with that big orb.
They are, and if you watch them, they'll often push the front line together.
Yes.
Which means that they're kind of doing it at the time they know that they're under the least threat because they know that the enemy team would just use their ability or some such.
Also, the dodging isn't the same. It is not. Look, in the HADO. Oh! I didn't see this.
That was a trip. Trip right at the end. Took his own teammate out.
I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it during the game. I was too busy to focus the thing, but they seem happy about it. It's all good.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, the dodging compared to the original HADO game is completely. I think it's completely different.
I don't know. It's one of those things. Until we maybe get in there and play, it's going to be difficult to tell.
The only reason I'm
we
saying
can ask some of the players later.
Well, the only reason I'm saying that, right, is because I'm watching different ways of their dodging, and it's still being hit. They're still getting hit when they actually wouldn't be hit if they were to dodge another way. This is what I'm saying. It's just, it looks completely different.
Well, some of the things like the big orbs, the big energy orbs and stuff are big.
Yeah.
Like they are difficult to dodge.
Yeah.
I am impressed at how accurate people are being with the arrows.
Well, the arrows are my favourite, so I think there could be some Legolases.
All right, so we've got, I think, 2 Chinese teams up against each other, with the dominant Chinese team that we just saw on the right-hand side of the moment.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to possibly be better off.
Okay.
But we shall see.
We shall indeed. I'm very interested to see how you feel with this. I haven't seen a Korean team yet, have you?
Not on our area. So you've got Archer Orb on the left against the Shield Orb on the right, I believe.
And orb, and KO! 1-0.
I'm interested why they chose to change out and have a shield build.
I think they're trying different things.
I think so. I think they're just basically
KO again!
Tactics.
Very accurate with that orb. Very accurate.
Nice effort of putting the shield up and just stepping behind it.
To the front. Bang! KO again. He's very good with that.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'd do that.
Again, she's tapping away at those, at those life markers and getting some good
KO
damage
again from the guy on the right-hand side.
He's definitely the threat right now.
He is.
Lovely
KO
knockout.
again!
Especially with those cross shots, that orb is almost impossible to dodge, I think.
Wow. I love seeing stuff like this.
There's a lot of people holding onto their orbs, what I think is too long.
Yeah.
I get that they're going for some kind of an attack, but it's like you maybe want to fire it sooner.
Yeah, like this. Oh!
Lovely knockout there coming from the red team, however.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 5-1.
It's going to be tough for them to come back at this point.
Oh, 6-1, and we're done.
Red player holding onto that orb a bit too long, getting knocked out, not being able to use it. Like, you might as well fire it at that point. But still well played from both teams. Again, we were right, that Chinese team showing some good dominance.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there, good smiles on their faces after they finished.
Well, that's what you want. Everyone happy, everyone enjoying themselves, lots of smiles, lots of people cheering. It's great to see.
100%. Let's go and look at the comments to see what people are saying at home.
What are they saying?
I don't know. I will tell you in just a moment.
Probably saying how much they enjoy my singing.
So big. Go Japan. Lots of goes. And that's about it. And then a bunch of stuff that unfortunately I do not understand, for it is in a language that I do not speak.
Okay.
So,
right.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Ni hao.
Oh, you can no. What time is it? No,
Good tag.
You can't say Ohio gozaimasu, unfortunately, because it's not morning anymore.
No.
I'm sorry.
Again, apologies for butchering the pronunciation
of your languages.
Yeah. Right. Again, some nice replays here from that previous match. As I say, I do feel like when people are holding that orb up, they're sometimes holding it a bit too long and they're getting knocked out and then not being able to use it.
I agree, but I also think there's a good...
They're looking for their opportunity, yeah.
No, but I still think there is a good tactic of holding it for a while. For example, if you've got a teammate who's good at firing and taking their life down gradually, and then you use the orb and hit them and it takes them out,
100%.
I think that's a good tactic.
There could be elements that we're not understanding as well, because there's things like that Otto being able to take shots and you being able to knock it out and stuff. Yeah. There's probably elements that we're missing like that as well in there.
Yeah, I think so.
But we'll see. We'll see. I think, again, lovely skyline there in Shanghai.
Again, with the Pearl Tower.
Yep.
Lovely stuff. That's really good to see.
Just look at these aerial shots.
Oh, that's a cool drone.
Look how many buildings and skyscrapers there are.
So many.
They don't hang about putting them up.
No, that was done in a day.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. If you ever come here, you can get a like a maglev train from the station to get into the city. Yeah. You can just see rows and rows of amazing office blocks and towers just all over the place. It's absolutely amazing.
Trying to work out what that green pitch is down there. Looks like a bit of a stadium.
Don't know.
I thought it was tennis at first, but
who knows?
Could have been something else like football. I don't know.
All right, so here we go. We've got some more teams coming on stage. We've got an English team on the right in blue versus Japanese team. Now, this Japanese team were good, but I don't know. I feel the England team might do well. Let's see. These two English teams are very good. Alfie won an award yesterday in the main tournament, winning, I think, was it 1.5 million yen?
Yes.
I believe that's Japanese yen.
It was Japanese yen.
Which is still quite a lot of money in British pounds, so good on him.
It's very good.
Hopefully,
almost 10,000.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll do something sensible with it. Like blow it on a gaming computer or something. I don't know.
Stop it.
I don't know what kids do nowadays.
Stop it. Influencing him.
Oh, dear.
Spend it on a gaming computer. No, I think you should spend it on more HADO gear.
HADO gear?
Personal HADO gear. Train at home.
Personal HADO training system. Yeah.
Yes. That's what you want.
I mean, I think there is a plan longer term for HADO. They want to make it more accessible and things, not necessarily in the form that it is for the sport like this, but they definitely were and are working on the tech. In fact, I've seen it somewhere down here where instead of using a banner like they're using for tracking at the back of the court like this, but like rods, which means you could then theoretically take it to a park, for example, with your own phone.
That would be good.
Which would be kind of cool.
Well, the training aspect of that would be huge.
Exactly. You wouldn't necessarily be able to play the same that you could on a court.
Or if you've got a big living room.
Yeah, but you could definitely do some elements of it.
Yeah, like train like the AI side kind of thing.
That'd be nice. Right, so what do we think is going to happen? Let's have a look. Here we go.
I think HADO is going to be played.
Archer Orb on the right, Otto Archer on the left.
Ooh, I think the Orb's going to win.
We shall see. No, they missed their first two shots. It's can the team get their eye in?
Archer Orb. Oh, and the Orb's
Otto's little sidekick's out already. At the moment, the specials from the England team are just not connecting. The Japanese guys are just not getting hit.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot more accuracy for the English team. Oh,
lovely shot there coming out of Alfie, and he's dodged the return arrow as well.
Wow. Needs to get that shot.
England team needs to focus the left player right now. They're low. But again, Japanese team just responding, attacking away.
Alfie needs to get a bit more accuracy on that, because if he'd have got that, they'd have won that. Oh!
Again, Orb just missing that player on the left.
1-0. They're focusing on Alfie.
They are low, so they can pull it back.
Oh, 1-0.
Lovely knockout there with the Orb.
Left-hand side player needs to be taken out. Oh, come on, take out that. Japanese left player needs to be taken out here.
Alfie's absolutely under attack right now, but doing his absolute best to stay in it. If they can go to overtime, he might be able to win it.
Oh, whoa, I thought that was a hit.
No, seemed not to be.
Wow, this is close. Wow, this is close.
Look at Alfie sliding.
Wow, this is close.
If they get this is Alfie all on his dodging.
Wow.
Right. What needs to happen right now is the all player on the English team needs to fire a cross shot on the left-hand player.
Yeah, to get them
get them out, and Alfie just needs to dodge. And again, same on the other side.
Communicate, talk. Yeah. He's blocked. Oh! This is so tense! Great dodging! Ah! Win for England!
So one of the Japanese players during that, by the way, did a brilliant play where they physically body blocked their teammate.
That's why I'm saying they blocked it.
So great work from both teams. That was some genuinely one of the best games we've seen so far, I think.
Love it. Last second as well. That was good. That was good.
So there was an interesting moment where the Japanese team went on to not Alfie, the other player. I think they were intimidated by Alfie's dodging. They were like, actually,
let's go to
let's switch.
Yeah, because he did a lot of spins, a lot of turning, head turn spins. Wow, I'd have fallen over.
Tactically, there's a sense in doing that because you can get away from them for a second and then come back. 131 meters move by one of the red team. That's good movement. That's a good distance.
I can't work out whether that's the sun on that ship over there on the left-hand side, or is that a light?
That's a light, I think, or a sun. I don't know.
Well, it's attacking, whatever it is.
It's it's charging up its main energy weapons for certain. But yeah, I mean, absolute good game that last game. Again, England team I think need to get their eye in a bit better with those specials. They definitely seem to be less accurate, and I'm not 100% it was down to the Japanese team dodging. But that being said, you can't know for definite.
No.
It's difficult to look from a third person and sort of know for definite what's going on. Again, good movement to the front of the court. That's what we like to see in CBT.
Oh, look how happy Alfie was there.
Yeah.
He was so happy. He was so happy. Look at him.
And to beat a Japanese team, they've got to be happy with themselves.
Yeah, I love that. It's good when they're all excited like this.
Again, can I just give a shout out to the replay guy, whoever it is, or girl,
yeah,
or
doing
person.
It, very good.
Like, whoever it is that's downstairs doing all these technical wizardry on the editing, absolutely spot on.
It is good. Okay, so England have got to play again. Oof.
Okay, that's fine. England versus one of the Chinese teams.
Tiring.
We shall see how they do. Okay, so this is the, I think, less dominant Chinese team.
Yeah.
So I feel that the England team might have a good chance here.
I think so.
They need to, as I say, try and... I think they're going to go for the same tactic because they seem to be using the same tactic every time.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a basically Archer Orb build. We shall see what the other team do. Definitely an Orb coming out of the back player on the left there.
Yeah, well, we've already seen, haven't we? I think... Oh,
Archer Orb versus Archer Orb. It's a mirror.
Here we go.
The guys on the left have changed some very high specials.
Get ready to HADO!
The guys on the right have got slightly better shooting stats.
A bit high. Should have gone high. Oh, yeah, a bit slow there with the arrow. Oh, the orb coming in. Oh, this is tough. You need to hit the game line. Whoever's got orbs, you've got to hit that game line.
The thing is, they don't want to run forwards
because they're going to get taken out. Oh!
Lovely work. So basically, wait for them to push, fire, and dodge.
Counter. Oh, good dodge. Far right player needs to be targeted on the Chinese team.
The England team doing an amazing job at staying alive. Alfie needs to push forwards, if I'm being honest, and use more
maybe
aggression
not now
on
with
that
that orb there.
Yeah, but he might be able to draw the fire if he does. Trying to sneak forward a little bit. Yes, cross shot with the arrow.
He needs to take out that person there.
Lovely cross shot of Alfie.
Oh, the orb of doom!
The England players are doing an absolutely amazing job at dodging. Lovely run forward.
Oh, KO!
That sliding knockout with an orb was absolutely amazing.
Keep sliding, keep sliding.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to take it down again.
The thing is, if you get sort of knocked out now, it's not the end of the world. Like now, they're fine. They're
but they need to take out that back right player. Ooh. I don't know if he gets a knockout here. If the Chinese player gets a knockout here. Oh, that's not what you wanted.
But England's theoretically have the advantage. They just need to knock out that right-hand player who's low life, and they might be able to pull this out of the bank. So just stay calm, focus that right player. But can the Chinese team pull it back?
Okay, here we go. It's the first. No!
Oh! Lovely orb out of the Chinese player. Genuinely, really well played.
Wow.
Waited for the exact moment when England stepped forward, just got a straight knockout.
Woo!
But well played. That was a really tense game.
It was.
That was a brilliant game to watch.
I like it when it goes like that. You know, when they get an overtime and then it goes draw and then they have to fire. It's always good.
100%.
That's what I like. I like the firing. I like the shooting. I like the rolling. It's because there was no spin. I think they'd have won that if there was a spin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, spinny roll thingy.
Lots of people saying good job, Little Doe earlier.
Yeah.
Or Little Do.
What, the from taking the fire?
It must be.
Yeah.
Great KO. I think that's from this most recent match.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
No, it was good.
All right, here's some highlights. What we got? Oh, I love that arrow across
the arrow
pitch.
straight across was great.
It was Alfie
this here as well.
That
Bang!
knockout slide was amazing. It's one of the better knockouts we've seen all day.
I think they should have kept on doing that.
Kept on just doing that, yeah?
Yeah, just repeating it. Just repeating it. Just
here we go. So let's see this final knockout. Again, charge the orbs.
And he goes for it. Bang.
Good shot.
It's unfortunate.
Now, the problem they had there was the English player was up against the edge of the court.
Yeah.
So that does limit your movement because you can't dodge to the right.
Yeah.
So I think that with the Chinese player slightly stepping in, it gave them more options to get the angle.
Yeah, it cut off
It cut off basically various ways they can move, which is a really subtle thing that doesn't always come up. But basically, where you are on their court and where they are on the court, you can force them against the wall effectively.
Of course.
Like, you might not physically be against the wall because of the edge of the court, but you are theoretically stuck against the edge because you can't go outside.
Yeah.
So really good play there.
All right, we got Japan versus China here.
Okay, so let's see if the Japanese player shouts Japan.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I want to run.
He's very enthusiastic.
Yeah, I like enthusiasm.
But this China team have been dominant in all the games we've seen so far.
Yes.
So I do think that they've got a good chance of winning.
Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
We will indeed see.
I'm hoping for a very close, good game.
I mean, the Japanese team is not bad. They've been doing some good stuff.
I'm not saying they are bad. I'm just
so
wanting a
it
close
could go
game.
either way.
It could go either way.
But again, China team, they're looking very confident.
Yeah, there's a lot of relaxed people next to us as well. They're looking very relaxed. A man who's brought a camp chair here as well, looking very, very relaxed, ready to go.
I approve.
Yeah, looks good.
If you're a cameraman, I'd live in a camp chair.
Yeah, me too. A fishing chair.
Here we go. Here comes the Japanese team.
Oh, he didn't shout Japan this time.
He's probably focused on the sport.
No, I want him to shout Japan. Let's go, Japan! Ready to go.
There's a Chinese tech person on the screen, on the side on red, just making sure things are working. Zooming in there on the Japanese players getting ready. But again, you see there they've got extra headbands over the top of the headband on the person closest to us. And I think that's to basically allow them to do better head turns.
Well, when in doubt, better head turns, you know?
100%. Chinese player talking to the audience.
Love it.
Needs to get himself set up.
Oh, look at the fans. The fans are all good there, shaking around. They got their flags.
They do literally have some fans, young kids,
flags.
flying some flags in front of them.
And he's taunting them. The Japanese person's taunting them.
Either that or he was talking to his friends who are in front as well.
He's taunting. Look at him. Oh! Wow. Can't do that, they're kids.
They do appear to be still trying to get their systems to lock in properly, so I'm guessing they gave them a quick reset.
Okay.
The way their tech works is they're looking at the banner in front of them as like a giant QR code, and then it locks in. Once it's locked in, it uses gyros to know where it is.
Yeah.
And the system is inside the sensors. So once they got locked in, they'll be good to go. But at the moment, I think the tech guys are just making sure
they've got to get
calibrated.
They've got to synchronize.
Exactly that. Calibrate with the system. Oh, nice ship passing by in the background.
Yes.
Lots of cruisers on this river having fun.
Yes, yes. Ships. We all like the ships. I like them because they float on water.
Okay, so what skills haven't we seen? We still haven't seen a curse.
No, we haven't seen Diana.
We still haven't seen Niklaus, Niklaus the life stealer.
Yeah, that's the curse one.
And I feel like there's another one that I've forgotten. Oh, the explosive one, where you explode stuff.
And it blows up anyone near. Or if you hit their shield, it blows them up as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering with that one if you can shoot Otto's little do, whether that explodes damages you.
The same thing. Ooh.
Depending on how close you are. So I do think you see how they're here we go, rat to start. Okay, so Otto's on both sides, Energy on the left, Archer on right. So are the little dudes going to shoot each other?
Oh, I don't know.
No, they seem to be shooting at the players.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, and he's out. The familiar's out.
They had them straight out at the start. But they've got back out quite quick.
Yeah.
I do think that there's a higher special charge just out of the energy player on the left. But it's not a big score difference at the moment.
No. Oh,
lovely knockout coming out of the Japanese team right there. Is that what they need to pull it back into the game?
You should hear the crowd here. Lots of shouting. Oh, 2-1 to Reds.
Come on, Japan, you can pull it back.
You really do like the underdog here, don't you?
I do. Whoever's behind is going to get me cheering. Oh, look at that energy orb.
Oh, KO.
Lovely arrow back. Okay, so Japan needs to focus the target on the right, but watching out for those orbs.
Wow, look at this.
China's teammate switching
3-1
to make it a bit more difficult. The Chinese player at the front is trying to draw fire to protect their teammates. Very smart.
It's working. He's done it. They've done it twice. They've all gone for. Oh, he spins! Oh, very good. Woo!
Well played, close game, good teamwork on both parties.
Yeah, very
Again,
good
running
spot.
to the front when your teammate is low on life does seem to be quite a good idea.
Yeah.
So brilliant play from the China team there.
I'd run at the front if you were low in life, Tom.
I appreciate it. You probably need to do that a lot. Given the accuracy of some of these players and my ability to dodge.
I would get hit now very quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd stand a chance. Okay.
Is this pool's rule league style? That's a very good question. I think they're doing like a little round robin, but I'm not 100%. So I believe they're playing everyone, and then whoever's got the highest score or wins. So it'd normally go, I guess, highest number of wins, and then if there's a draw on the number of wins, it'll go to like number of points scored, or points difference. It's generally how those kind of little round robins subsections work, and then whoever does the best is going to go through.
Yeah. Yes.
So just some nice highlights coming out here from that previous game. Lovely work from the Chinese team.
Spin and fall
nice little feint. He didn't trip his teammate this time. So.
No, but that's clearly not the meta. You need to trip your teammate over.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd definitely trip you over.
I mean, yeah, I don't think we'd do it intentionally. If I'm being honest.
Oh, I'd do it intentionally. As well as accidentally. As well as everything happening at once.
No, 100%. So, New Zealand E-Blacks versus Colourful, which looks like a team from Japan. Which to me indicates we've had a group change again, which is cool.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Again, I think there's 16 groups total. I'm not quite sure, but there's a lot of players fundamentally, and then they're going to break them down into sort of, I think 16 will get through from the front stages into then the knockout stages, which means the knockout stages are effectively going to have 8 games going on into a quarter-final, into a semi-final, into a final, and a playoff. All right. I can just hear the crowd. There's a lot of cheering going on. Just bear me a sec. Just taking my headset off slightly so I could hear if there was what was going on. But we're all good.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've just got a lot going on.
100%. So we're just waiting. There'll be a bit of a delay before the next teams come out because it takes them a bit of time to rotate onto the main stage.
Yes. So what we're going to do is, I think, basically, we're waiting for the exchange to happen. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the other group to come on to the stage, the main stage, so they can rotate out into the other courts. Because things happen a lot quicker in the other courts compared to on the main stage, because we're having to wait them one at a time.
Yeah.
But in all the other courts, they can all do multiple games at once.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Are they back? No.
Not yet. We're back from a slight distraction there for a moment. I can see some of the England players sitting down in the audience down the bottom, spreading out some food and snacks and things, which is good, trying to stay hydrated.
Which is good.
I do love the fact that, like, in order for them to get on the giant boat, there's about a dozen guards with life jackets in case they fall off, ready to jump in and save somebody.
Yeah. So there's a separate part of the boat they have to jump on to be able to get onto the stage part of the boat.
Exactly.
I still find it cool how they're literally playing HADO on a boat.
Oh, 100%.
That's cool.
I mean, as I say, the whole setup here is just amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely area.
And it's done so quickly.
Cannot compliment them enough. Exactly. I mean, when we came sort of a couple of days beforehand, I believe there was about 200 people here building the whole thing.
Yeah.
They did not hang about. They just cracked straight on.
Got things done.
Exactly that.
And that's what you love, didn't you?
Efficiency. Yeah.
Getting things done as fast as possible.
I'm not German, but I have their mentality when it comes to things. I like a good bit of efficiency.
A good build.
Yeah, a good build.
A good build. A very good build. We like a good build, don't we?
We do. Somebody's giving a shout out to the E-Blacks.
Yes.
Karen giving go to the E-Blacks. You've got a John Jackson giving a shout out saying, come on, Wales. I mean, I like both the E-Blacks and the Welsh team. My brother will be definitely supporting the E-Blacks because he's based out there at the moment.
Because he's a traitor.
He's a New Zealand. he's a UK guy that's moved to New Zealand. Yeah. But yeah, here we go. So New Zealand E-Blacks won, which implies that they've made 2 teams against Colourful from Japan.
I like colourful.
I like colourful shirts.
Yeah.
They look colourful.
Yeah, it's very colourful.
It's like tie-dye kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Again, Colourful probably has had some experience with the game, I suspect. But we'll be able to tell relatively quickly, we suspect. In fact, there you go. They're coming out onto the court right now.
Here we go. Look at this. Lots of waving. Hello, that's the E-Blacks and Colourful.
Nice. Some people cheering in the audience as well.
Very good.
So the E-Blacks did really well in the main tournament yesterday.
Yes.
Like, basically pulling through a lot of wins and stuff in the lead-up tournament rounds, leading up to the later play. But they absolutely did a brilliant job.
That's what we like to see, isn't it?
100%.
We want to see these new, relatively new teams.
I was about to say they're not new, but they've improved incredibly quickly.
Yeah, and that's what we like to see. People coming up and the standards becoming a lot closer together.
Oh, 100%. Right, so let's see what tactics. With a new group, are we going to see some different tactics, or are we going to see similar orbs and archers?
I think we're going to see tic-tacs.
And Ottos. Tic-tacs?
Not tactics.
Oh, right. Isn't a tic-tac thing where you jump off the wall?
Maybe.
That's a parkour move.
Parkour!
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So, we've got orb definitely on the right-hand side. I didn't quite catch the thing. So, yeah, archer orb on the right, Otto orb on the left.
Okay, and we're off.
So we've got Otto's out, little doers out.
Colourful got some shots in then.
Again, people holding their orbs, waiting for the right moment.
Look at them crawling on the floor. 1-0.
Lovely combination attacks there, shooting at the right-hand New Zealand player.
1-0 to Japan.
Lovely knockout
to Japan.
That was a combined orb and archer shot straight at them as they kept forward.
Look at the dodging. Oh.
Lost their orb there. I think they managed to hit Otto's sidekick with it.
Oh, KO 2-1.
Lovely return fire there coming out of the New Zealand team. Again, you can afford
3-1.
You can afford to come to the front more because you can't necessarily when people don't have their orbs or specials.
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily getting it knocked out
straight away. You're not losing the petals. Yeah, of course. It's really good to watch.
I do think as well that they, on their heads-up display, are able to see things like when the enemy's charging their specials and things. So they may have some more information about like what the state of the enemy are that we're not able to see, which is good.
And see, I'm loving this. It's quite intense. 5-2.
Brilliant cross shot from the Japanese player there. Coming to the front line, getting in the blind spot of, unfortunately, with the E-Blacks. You couldn't see it coming from their left-hand side.
Good work, Colourful. Great work, Colourful. Also, I hate to distract it, but we seem to have a woman with a bag on her back that looks like a cat.
Where?
On your bottom left, you'll see it. Sorry, everyone at home, but it just distracted me.
Is it a cat in a bag, or is it a bag that looks like a cat?
No, it's a bag that looks like a cat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, crazy, right?
That was, I mean, not that crazy in the grand scheme of things, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, nice to see that the knockouts are coming from both players on the Japanese team. That, again, is a good indication that they've both got a good aim, good accuracy. And again, you can see them converging fire on one player. Which is difficult. Like, you know, it's hard enough to dodge one thing, let alone when you're getting 2 angles coming at you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course.
And again, it's that thing, cross shots are the way forward. Like, if you can get up and basically do a shot at somebody who's not seeing it coming, it's so much easier to hit them.
Oh, of course it is, because that's the whole point of a cross shot, right? What they do is they aim in front of them to the last minute, then turn left and fire.
100%. It's that head motion. Right, so you've pointed out a really important thing here, which is it's your head that's aiming, right, not your arm.
Yeah.
So when you look at somebody, that's when you're a threat.
It's showing.
So if you are and me are playing opposite each other, and I don't want to think I'm shooting you, I won't look at you till the last second, and then I'll turn.
And turn. Yeah.
Like if you see somebody looking at you, that's the person you got to worry about.
Yeah, they're aiming at you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so here we've got 2 Chinese teams. I'll be interested to see how they do against each other. Again, Chinese teams have had sort of access to the systems. Again, some of the teams where they've got the younger teams, I do think that they've been playing it a bit yesterday as well, potentially, in warming up for this, but good on them. That's the sort of prep that I would 100% be doing myself as well.
Good, good. I like the way you've been doing prep.
Oh, yeah.
Good work.
I mean, I was here early watching some of the teams play just so I could do better commentary, so
wow.
Where were you?
Me? I was here too. I don't know what you're talking about. I was definitely here. Wow, outing me on stream.
You were doing what you needed to do to keep our dynamic correct, yeah?
I can't believe you did this.
But anyway, he was getting his beauty sleep because he has to bring the energy to make up for my...
I was Gandalf, right? I was here precisely when I was supposed to be.
That's fair. Okay, getting some stuff. Utsu shouted and dodging. Colourful win, colourful fight. Go the E-Blacks.
Go the E-Blacks.
Nice. I'm guessing they said nice to you having a nap. All right, here we go.
About to start.
2 Chinese teams up against each other. I don't think we said they're both very young. Let's see if we get some tactics that are different or what we'll get.
Here we go.
Okay, so Archer and Orb on the right.
Orb's been loaded. Archer's loading. Oh!
Archer Otto on the left.
Oh! That's crazy. So I want to see why that didn't hit. See, they're holding on to the orb there. Hold on to the orb there. He's playing chicken a little bit with the person on the left.
Now, I don't know why to hold on to the orb so long.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think I'd do the same. I think I would fire it as quick as I can.
And then deciding to shoot Otto's little do with it seems a bit odd.
I wonder if Otto actually pulls it in. The big
orb.
No,
I don't think so. They're clearly using it to destroy the thing. But then the thing is, they left it quite long, and so the other player was able to just re-summon the familiar.
Yeah.
Not sure what the idea was.
I don't get this, no, but...
Red team's doing well, getting 2 knockout leads.
Really well. Oh,
very much focusing the player on the right. And that's not a bad shout, because at the minute the player on the left, at the back left, doesn't seem to be finding their orb as much as they maybe should.
Yeah.
But coming back now, blue team getting a point on the board with a nice arrow knockout.
Very good knockout. But it is 4-1. Again, 10 seconds left.
The player who took Otto is doing a brilliant job of like tapping away. Just got a knockout without an arrow or anything. Like, you know.
Wow.
Lovely work. Red dominating that win. When you see the end of the game, they're keeping their headset on like that person is doing there. That's because they're looking at the stats.
Yeah.
So it'll come up with stats at the end, so they can go through and see what they did, who was running, how far, all that sort of stuff. So it's not that they're necessarily just wanting to stay in for the sake of it. They'll be checking out how they did. Also, sometimes useful because you can see the other players' stats as well. Nice bit of handshakes there. 5-1. Commanding victory for the Chinese team on red.
I think we've got a Vision Sport below us here, which looks like another team.
Yeah, very possible. Again, you've got to bear in mind, there's going to be a lot of teams, I suspect, from the local China area that weren't able to play in the World Cup yesterday.
Yeah.
They'll be coming down and joining in this tournament because they've opened it to more people.
Okay. Love that.
Which is great. Which is obviously why we have a lot of Chinese teams, because they've had to travel less far than a lot of the other people.
I think that's a good idea.
But fundamentally, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, this is all about getting as many people playing the sport and enjoying it as we can.
It makes it look good.
Yep. Right, let's go back to comments, see if anyone said anything dramatic.
Dramatic?
Not so much. No, nothing too dramatic just yet. Right, I'm going to go back to the other page briefly and see if there's any other info that I can get.
All right.
Key stuff. So there was a couple of bits I was looking at earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, they have said that there's going to be more heroes to be revealed soon.
Oh.
So there will be more than the just sort of 8 that we've got currently.
Okay, that'll be good.
This is it. I was looking at there's a section where it talks about the heads-up display.
Yeah.
So they can see their life markers.
By the way, Tom, we've got Colourful versus a Chinese team there, SZWZ.
Oh, nice. Okay, this is going to be good. Colourful is very good. We'll see. But again, some of the Chinese teams are very good as well. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, so you can see ally information, so you can see basically hit points for your teammates as well. So you can tell how damaged they are. You can see your own health.
Yeah.
You can tell your energy orb state, and you can also see your skill charge rate. So again, it's similar to when you're playing normal, but the main difference is there's a little stat telling you how damaged your teammates are.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We've got the 2 teams on the court.
let's get ready to HADO.
I think that Colourful's going to have this one because I think this, out of the Chinese teams we've seen on the stage in this group, I feel this is the one that wasn't as dominant.
Okay. Well, Colourful's also been quite well accurate and very well playing.
Yeah, 100%. I'm expecting some, like, if they do what they did last time, it'll be some concentrated fire coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, good energy orbs already coming out of both teams, so we know that they've got energy orbs. Again, the blue team just needs to use their energy orbs more often.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an arrow orb build coming out of the blue team, and we've got an orb on the left, probably combined with an arrow as well, so we might have a mirror. The only change we might have is on the red team, they might go for an auto, but let's have a look. Yep, it's a mirror. So we've got basically orbs and arrows all around.
Here we go.
Just looking at, looks like the stats are actually almost identical.
Yeah, that's
no, there's slight change.
Yeah, it's just that player 2 has different stats.
Yeah, one of the archers basically taken
oh, double KO!
More speed, which is not a bad shot.
See that, double KO.
So we like tactical, no one wanting to step forward.
Look at this!
So that is a brilliant shot out of the Chinese player there. Again, this feels such a tactical battle right now.
Oh, KO, very good tool!
Yeah, so again, that was a Japanese combination. They did an orb to make him move, and then the archer knocked him out at the end of their movement.
Oh!
You got to get in, fire your shot, get out.
This is amazing to see.
If you've ever played a 1v1 duel, this is more how they go.
This is like how it goes, yeah.
It's more about a tactical advantage of when you push forward, when you push back.
Oh!
2-all, 25 seconds left. This is such a tight game.
This is so good to watch.
There's no massive advantage to either side just yet.
Oh!
Lovely knockout. But can they return? Because he's on low life.
10 seconds left.
So with this point, China needs to target left player.
Oh, go for 2!
Lovely work there. So basically, had his orb charged and covered his teammate. There's definitely an element of luring the enemy in forwards.
Very good by Colourful. Very good. Love it.
There's definitely an element of hold your orb, draw somebody forwards to go for your teammate, and then get the cross shot on them.
Yeah.
That was, I would say, that's the most tactical we've seen, like that mirror fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because what they were doing is they were like egging each other on to fire their orb.
Yeah.
And then they were going orb arrow.
It was like it was almost like a sword fight where you're trying to keep your distancing.
Parry. Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant.
That's very good.
Again, looking at the stats here, it looks like good accuracy on both teams actually.
Yeah.
Again, good split damage across both team players on the Japanese team.
Lovely stuff. Oh, that was so entertaining. Very entertaining. Loved it.
100%. So, this is the highlights we got from that last game. Again, absolutely brilliant play from both teams there. It was brilliant to see, I'd say, a spacing like they were doing. So effectively, just bear with me, my teammate's trying to hand me something. I'm just going to grab it off them without spilling. Yeah, it was lovely to see basically both teams there. Keeping their distancing, keeping their spacing from each other until they were ready to basically do some stuff. Again, here we got the massive arena in front of us. You can see the crowd at the front there lining up some of the supporters. All right, next up we've got the New Zealand E-Blacks versus one of the Chinese teams. So this will be interesting to see what happens. Again, nice breeze coming through. Hopefully nothing blows over this time.
Yeah, well, if anything blows over, it's probably going to hit me because it almost hit me last time.
That's fair. So who do you think is going to win out this Chinese team and the New Zealand E-Blacks?
See, this team's been quite dominant. So I actually think that the E-Blacks are going to take him. And the reason why is because they've been quite, let's just say, consistent throughout all of their tournaments. So this sport, as well as the HADO before yesterday, they're doing well in both of them. And I also like the All Blacks, so I'm going to say E-Blacks. I do like New Zealand. I like the rugby team. I like how it goes. So that's probably how I feel. When it comes to dodging and actual tactics themselves, I do believe the Chinese team could take it. But we just don't know. You don't know till the actual game goes on and what they're doing, whether they're shooting arrows, whether they're a shield build. This is the thing. We are literally going in blind here for the first day seeing it. We don't know how people change. They could just change up. Or someone's selected Otto. They both seem to have selected Otto.
100%. So we've got an Otto build and an orb on the left against an archer and Otto on the right.
Ah, that's what we wanted. Now here we go. With 77 seconds left. Ooh. Okay. Right, so they're getting quite a few hits on each other, and it looks like the two Ottos are firing away from each other, not at each other, because I would have found it really funny if the two familiars started shooting at each other instead.
100%. Like little dudes just like nullify each other would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But there you go, first point of the ball for the red team.
Very good. 1-0 to the red team. 2-0 to the red team. This is the E-Blacks doing very well here.
Okay, I mean, and we saw this Chinese team pull back from previous, so can they return it? But I think the E-Blacks are in an advantageous position at the minute, because even if their player at the front left does get knocked out, they're still 1 point ahead. Yeah. And it's so hard to get knockouts.
2-1. Oh, this is the comeback. This is the comeback.
Again, Chinese players trying to shield his teammate, which is a brilliant play.
Well, that's what you want. You want to be able to get in their way so they can't do it. 3-1. 3-2. Oh.
20 seconds left, can they?
20 seconds left, can they?
Oh, we're going to go to overtime.
Oh, I'll wait. Coming up to 10 seconds.
All it's going to take is one of those big archer shots to come through, and then
10 seconds left.
Close, but no, 10 seconds, go on.
4-2.
That's it. I think it's going to go to E-Black.
5 seconds. Wow, good work. Very good work.
They managed to pull back a point at the end there. If they'd have got it about 20 seconds earlier, they'd have probably gone to a draw. Wow. But again, that was a brilliant game from both teams. Really well played.
I love watching stuff like this. You know when it's so intense that they're able to just keep going and going and going. It's like, oh, and they're 1 point up, 1 point up, 1 point up, and it's just, they're my favourite ones.
I'm having to remain cool and calm.
Cool and calm.
Otherwise, I'll be having heart attacks all day with the excitement.
Well, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think cool and calm is not what I am being. Not at all.
All right, let's go back to the chat and see if anyone's saying anything wise.
Anything wise?
It could be, yeah.
Is that wise, Mr. Mannering?
You never know. Give me a minute. Reloading it up as we speak.
Okay.
Haruto, someone says. I'm guessing that's one of the players, potentially. Go Colourful. Colourful win.
Yeah, Colourful were good. I enjoyed watching Colourful.
They are a good team, I think.
I also like their playstyle. Their playstyle is very tactical. And also they pick and choose their shots, which I really enjoy watching.
Yeah, I do feel like they put some thought into their strategy.
Yeah, which I really enjoyed. And also it was the egging each other on, which I liked. Which was like, no, you throw it. No, you throw it. No, you throw it. It was good.
So up next we've got Colourful versus one of the Chinese teams, I think again.
Right, wait for this action. Come on, let's get it going.
So I think of these two teams that we've got in front of us, Colourful's probably the more favourite, but then again, this Chinese team have done some brilliant stuff previously as well. Right, so who do you think is going to win out this one?
I think Colourful. Like I said, I like Colourful's gameplay. I like their style.
All right, well, here we go.
Oh, shouting, love it. That's what we want. Ooh, straight from the off a shield. We haven't seen many shields.
We've got a potentially different character. That's a Niklaus build. So this character on the front left on blue will drain life from the person he shoots.
Ah, like this? Was it that?
No, he did earlier. It's like a red aura around him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He shot the red
There you go.
orb.
He's going to try and do it now. If he can get it before he dies. There you go. Yep. Oh, he got knocked out just before it hit. Upsetting.
Damn. That could have been so good. I really want to see it. Arrow. It is still only 1-0. They are doing so well on that right side. Look at them, up, down, up, down.
Again, I did see him get a one off right at the start and got a few ticks on it, but then unfortunately not enough to stop him from getting knocked down.
Yeah, Colourful doing really well. See, I like Colourful. Their tactics are really good, and also they change up to oh! That sliding arrow! Love to see a sliding arrow. It's like he crawls across the floor. Look like he's going to do it again.
No, at the moment, the blue team is my favourite because they've used the Klaus and I wanted to see what it did, so...
Yeah, we haven't seen...
Oh, here we go, and it's just healed. Oh. So literally healed for about 380 points after just hitting a quick tap.
Wow, is that quite a lot? A heal of 380 is quite significant, right? Very good. Love to see it. Shaking hands there. Very good, 3-0. Yeah, I think they were taking a little break there. I don't think they went all out, personally. I think they were just conserving some energy, weren't going crazy.
I think the other team were dodging quite well as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, look, one of the red team moved 128 meters. That's not really a break. That's still moving quite a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah. Correct. The first KO off the off there was really good. Oh, the little jump, he just jumped over the orb. That was cool. The orb went between his legs. He just jumped up in the air.
Oh, 100%.
He was like, wah! Love it. It's always fun to see.
Yeah, I really want to see if we manage to see any of this Klaus's moves.
Yeah.
Again, the thing is, 380 does seem like a lot, right? But the problem is that when you think like energy orb hits for 500, it's tough.
Oh, yeah, it's completely different, isn't it? And the issue is I've got with it is you're wasting your attack on it. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got the last game till we have a break. And this is a Chinese team, which is SCWZ versus the E-Blacks one. Very interesting to have this. Yeah. Currently just got them on the screen there waiting.
Okay, so are we going to get an opportunity to see the final other characters before we go? Or do you reckon people are saving it to the final later?
I don't think we'll see it. I think we've seen all the metas so far because everyone's competing to get to that.
Yeah.
So I think they're going all out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's holding anything back.
No. I think what we're seeing right now is it. I don't think we'll see any other ones unless there's something crazy which the other teams who have been playing this for a while hasn't told anyone.
And are saving for the final.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
like, it's just going to come out of nowhere. And to be like, Bwah! Who knows? I don't know.
So yeah, and I think that then there's going to be some calculations being done in the background to try and work out who's going through to play who. I can see a graphic up on the screen over on my right, but I'm not 100% if they've got it completely correct yet.
It's not correct yet.
Yeah. But then we'll be able to tell who's going through to 16 rounds, knockout rounds, which then will lead into the quarterfinals, into the semi-finals, into the finals, and then there's also a playoff. So we should end up with a first, second, third, fourth position, which would be nice.
Well, I think it's going to be going really well.
100%. I can see a bunch of the teams coming from the various group areas that they've been playing, so I think some of them have finished a bit earlier, which would make sense because when they're on one of the smaller courts, it's a bit easier for them to rotate through.
Yes.
The main court, there's a bit more, you have to walk further for a start.
Well, like I say, this is the last game coming onto it, so what's probably going to happen is everyone's going to come in and probably have a watch and see what's going on and observe. 100%.
All right, so here we go. We've got the players on the pitch.
Yes. We've
got the New Zealand E-Blacks on the right.
Yeah.
And the Chinese teams on the left. Okay, energy orb already being given away. So this is before they're even in the game. They can test their abilities, and the other team can see that. So we've got energy orbs and archers on the left.
That's interesting. They were shooting their orbs away towards us.
Maybe. All right, here we go.
There's no maybe. It was.
So we've got Otto orb on right, Archer orb on left.
Otto's firing.
Otto looks like he got stunned, so I think when he gets hit, he kind of it shows that he's damaged. So I think he takes 2 shots.
I'd personally ignore it.
Or fire my little shots.
KO with that arrow!
Or fire my little shots at him.
Whoa!
Like, do little shots take him out? Because if so, knock him out with him. 1-1 though. Can the New Zealand Blacks pull a blinder like they've done previously?
Come on, let's go.
The player on the right of the Chinese team is low. Ooh. That's who I'd be shooting.
Oh, KO, 2-1.
Yep, barrage coming out.
Ooh.
So again, I think Otto is a build you take if you want to be good at shooting generally.
Yes. 2-all. 3-2.
It's one of the closest games we've seen so far.
Okay. This is such a good game. Charging the orb, firing down.
I mean, I've gone quiet because I'm so focused on what's going on.
I'm just trying to do 10 seconds left, 3-2.
Can the Chinese team even it up? All they need to do is hit this.
5 seconds left.
One more knockout.
4-2. 3 seconds, that is it. E-Blacks have taken it.
Absolute, really close game in respect of if that Chinese player had got that last arrow off and managed to hit a knockout,
wow,
that'd have tied it up and gone to overtime. So absolute credit to both teams there.
That was really well played. Yeah, I agree. Really, we both said it at the same time.
Yep.
Really well played.
I just want to know what's going on elsewhere. I mean, we've been able to obviously commentate what we've seen on the main stage, but I know that there's a load of games going on elsewhere. There's some really talented teams, so it's going to be really interesting to see who gets through to the next rounds. And, you know, I mean, they should at this point be the best of the best.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the level of play in the later games to be even better than we've seen today.
Yes.
So far. But again, love to see everyone having fun.
It's great. So that was the last game played so far.
Let's see these replays.
And we're going to watch the replays.
Big energy orbs, big archer shot. That was a brilliant shot coming out of that Chinese player right there. Basic cross shot, difficult to see come in, really accurate, just got a straight knockout.
Wow.
It's difficult to dodge those energy orbs. You need to make big movements.
You've got to slide, I think.
Do you remember back when we used to train against the AI bots on the highest thing, where actually running left to right was quite effective?
Yeah.
So I think maybe going back to a tennis approach might work. No one's doing it. It's not the meta nowadays. But when we used to play, there was more almost a doubles tennis feel, especially in 2v2, where you'd have one player front and one player back, and then you run left and right. And obviously, you do need to avoid lining up, especially in this now that there's arrows that can go through. But it could be a valid tactic.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, that was the last game we just played, and I think we're going to take a little break now and see you guys later. I think
we shall see.
Yeah, I'm pretty
waiting for an update.
Sure
Okay, so we've just been informed that the next set of games are going to start at 6 p.m. our time, which is in about 3 hours and 45 minutes. Hopefully they'll be able to set the stream up to highlight that's when it's going to be.
Yes.
So if you have enjoyed this, please do come back, because by that point they'll have worked out all the positionings and we'll be able to crack on with the knockout sections.
Of course. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure from me and also Tom. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day, guys.
Thank you. Catch you later. Bye.
2025 HADO 世冠杯首次登陆中国，全球20支超能战队集结上海。 Z 世代 A2 竞技王者，决战东方之巅。
HADO Battle。
5月23日至5月25日，上海北外滩，沉浸未来运动。2025 HADO World Cup made its debut in China. 20 elite teams from worldwide converge in Shanghai. Witness Gen Z's top art athletes face off at the peak of the East.
HADO Battle。